With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 90 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and show. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but always fine as long as Shaz benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran shoot of feeling so insecure. The money he earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil spending impulse is always had to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once kicked off across the board with charge to what because his squad can't be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap, or DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machinist, snorting, burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if battery fun or child can't see if powers make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before launching into a bike, pretending they're from bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and fatty wife and all his strife of forgetting that it's unwell and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act, that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. He seems nearly over it and a win is in sight, with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for today, Monday the 1st of April 2024. It is the start of a brand new month. It's the beginning of a brand new month, and with that of course we have reset the bingo prize fund back down to 0. And yeah, yesterday was a pretty good day. You know, not only did the Vega and D-Dog break their, dry streak of never winning a goddamn bingo when they were guests, but we got to pick our very first monthly winner. And I had a very strange experience yesterday, but it was a very good experience, I think. So, as you guys might be aware, Mr. Pika Fan won the bingo yesterday with a marble. Their marble came first. They weren't here to experience that live, however, they actually make content, sometimes on YouTube, and I actually caught him when he was live. So, this is like surprisingly kind of wholesome in my opinion, but I actually got to tell him when he was live streaming him playing the game that he won the bingo. And won the prize. So I thought I'd just share this kind of wee bit from the stream. This is like something that I didn't expect to be, obviously you just can't expect to kind of try and reach out to somebody and see them in chat or something. Didn't think they were going to be streaming. So yeah, this is the moment I told Mr. Pika Fan they'd won bingo. So I can see him in his chat as well saying, well, this is going to be fun. As well, and he's like, oh, it's...
Okay, this is awesome. I just got YouTuber King Jad VCMP in my stream, and I'm actually subscribed to him. That's because he has some really good content, and seriously never expected him to be here at all.
So he's kind of happy to see me, whatever. He doesn't know yet he's won, and I'm going to type in. He's about to start a brand, he's going to continue in the game, whatever. But yeah, I'm about to type in chat the big news to him.
Okay.
So the game's going to continue for him, whatever. He's going to continue to stream, but I'm going to drop the revelation, and you'll catch
back to it,
and you'll see very soon that he's won. So he's just in his wee Mario Suckers game, and then he sees the messages. Look at his face.
Wait, Jad, you serious? I had a marble in the race and I won? Okay, holy crap. Hang on, I need to do something real quick.
So yeah, needless to say, I caught him off guard. I don't think he was expecting that at all. But yeah, we had our marbles race earlier on, your marble won, you won to, it's like, there we go. So it's nice to be able to, have a little... I didn't mean to also, I don't want to derail his stream, what I mean, but at the same time, though, I had some good news for him, so it was a nice little kind of wholesome moment. I felt, I got to share that with him live, you know what I mean? So I thought it was pretty good. I told him, his marble beat 199 other marbles to get to first place. And yeah, I was trying to reassure him it's totally serious. He won.
Okay, I never thought I would. I never even thought I would actually win. I just left a comment just to hope that you'd have a good stream, and I still can't believe I can't believe I won.
You've got to win it to win it. Pretty much. There we go. So yeah, congratulations to them, of course, you know, for winning the marble race. However, yeah, somebody must have told Phil about it. Somebody told DSP that somebody had won a prize on my stream. I received an email from Phil, and it goes like this. Dear King Jad VCMP, I normally would not personally contact one of my mentally ill haters like this, but was informed by one of my moderators that a certain monetary prize was awarded to one of your viewers the other day for the amount of $210. As the content you had used for this was 100% mine, I must insist that these monetary prizes in fact belong to me, as I am the source of material from which the money has been sourced from. That was going live apparently, not on my watch. Failure to transfer these funds through to my PayPal account, which can be found in the description of my videos, will result in swift legal action, in which I will also do everything within my power to have your channel terminated from YouTube for profiting from my content. You do not want to ignore this warning, as I am not someone to be messed with. You have been warned! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Regards, Philip P. Burnell. P.S. will also accept $210 in DoorDash vouchers, as that should cover our dinner for my next day off with my wife. Yeah, I mean, if it's not fucking clear, it's an April Fool's, you know, it's the 1st of April, you know, I mean, did some people actually fucking believe that shit? Did some people actually fucking think Phil's gonna fucking email me? Nah. If somebody actually fucking believed that, fucking gotcha. I mean, if some, there we go. Full disclaimer, April Fools and all that jazz. There we go. But yeah, Phil did not, in fact, actually email me or anything. You know, he doesn't. I'm pretty sure he doesn't fucking care. But yeah, Phil wasn't happy last night because he only got $50 essentially. Well, actually, no, he got $68. This piece has got these two things the wrong way around. The top tip was $20 and they got $38 overall for the day stream, for the React thing. And the night stream, Phil got $30 as well, and yeah, he wasn't happy with the $30 for the night stream. And apparently he's going to go off on a troll today. He said this in the chat earlier on. Man, my trolls are incredibly stupid. I'll tell you on test show, it's just hilariously lame and embarrassing. And I've got a feeling it's going to have something to do with the certain poll he's running. So, oh look, D-Dog's been blocked finally. About time. from fucking DSP. If you give me a second here. I did highlight something recently.
I was watching on debate.
Yeah, here we go. So Phil, right in the middle of his React throwback thing, basically as soon as YouTube mods was turned off, this happened. Actually,
She's a big fucking bitch.
Oh my god. Thank you, Grease Monkey, for the super chat. It says, I believed it up until a DoorDash. PS, but I would not put it past him to try and take it in the just nah. To be fair, I mean, I'd quite like to believe that what I do is, you know, ridiculously transformative because we're constantly pausing, we're constantly, you know, we're behind them by miles usually. The ones more at risk are usually things like, you know, Raw Phil, Dark Days Mirror, you know what I mean? They don't really pause the stream, they don't really... Those ones are usually more at risk, but, you know, obviously things I do and things that, you know, other restreamers like the Tractor Beam and Meerkat and everything else, they definitely, you know, they're far more transformative of the work, obviously. They're fucking pausing and they're giving their own takes and opinions and all that jazz. Phil, I would go against Phil's React channel and his mantra for being able to fucking react to content himself if he tried to go against detractors in that regard. In the past he has though. In the past Phil Burnell has tried to take down detractors just for making transformative content. But I think these days he knows it would make him completely hypocritical, considering that one of his sources of income is React content. But yeah, I mean, if somebody's got Phil but a fucking pretend email, then fucking that's hilarious. At least, you know, that's why I included the end bit to sell, you know, to hopefully make sure people fucking got it was a joke. There we go. But thank you very much, Super Jack Grease Monkey. But Phil said this basically right after, this is him, going from YouTube mode to non-YouTube mode.
We all had a good time, and for those watching on demand, I hope you enjoyed it too, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Okay. Yeah, guys, I think what we'll do, why don't we do a poll? Would you like to do a poll live to figure out what to do next week? Because I'll be honest here, all right? It didn't do as well as I had hoped, like taking a look at previous times I've done Retro React. Especially, Heavy Rain was doing great. Both views and attendance and engagement and support. And I feel like at the first part we were doing tonight was good, and then all of a sudden some people got bored. Or like, it's not as good as Heavy Rain, because Heavy Rain's more narrative based, a lot more going on action-wise and commentary-wise and stuff. Yeah, and also, support, just being honest here and transparent, the support was nowhere near as good as any of the Heavy Rain streams that we did.
The entitlement is off the charts. If anybody saw Phil's daily crap from, last night, most of it was just him whining about how support wasn't there for Billy and everything else. It was quite hard to endure without getting triggered, put it that way. The daily crap was essentially, we done this and people weren't as engaged and people weren't as, paying attention and the attendance wasn't there. And I'm gonna do a poll in my special little community tab for people to decide what to do for the next fucking it's not this community tab, it's on the throwback community chat tab, of course. Is it on the throwback community chat? Yeah, yes. Is it? Wait, hold on. Is it on the throwback community chat tab? Oh, Phil, look, Phil. Oh, that's what happened. Phil has removed it from the polling options. Now, Billy was winning this poll. So you guys might know, but this was a poll before, and they included 4 options on it, and one of the options was to continue Billy. According to Phil, 50% of his audience were up for fucking Billy continuing, and they wanted Billy to continue. And the poll said that 75% of the people voting so far wanted Billy. And now Phil has said, okay, I'm removing that poll. I do not feel that Billy performed well during our first stream, so for now I'm removing it from the polling options. Please vote in the other 3 games below, below games. What games? There is no more poll. Phil removed the poll 20 minutes ago. It's gone. Oh, for God's sake, Phil, nice one. And it's like, oh wait, that is there actually, so you have to go into it. He's removed Billy from the options. You have to go into the fucking community post itself properly so you see the options well. So what's winning now? So basically it's a split between Red Dead Redemption 1 and The Walking Dead, a Telltale series, episode 1. Billy was winning by a landslide. And I think Phil's going to fucking pull... In fact, I mean, this is a... Yeah, basically this. I went and done this earlier on, I quoted this tweet as well. They rigged my poll incoming. He's going to blame the detractors for all voting for Billy. You can guarantee it now, he's going to fucking do it. I guess we should probably get into the bingo and get on with the show. Let's get that sorted in, and let's see what Phil's excuses are for this crap. Now, of course, we need a number. Can somebody please give me a random number in the chat so we can have bingo? No pressure, but you got to pick a good card. The first number in chat I saw was from Lauren. Lauren V with 726. That was the first number that appeared in my chat from my perspective, of course. So there we go. Let randomize the bingo background image as well, and then type in the numbers 726 and hit enter. And this is today's bingo card we have for today's show. We need Phil to say fuck, him mentioning or doing Q&A, him touching his face, him saying fun, and contributions. The second row is Phil saying interesting, schedule, absolutely, I'm repeating the same point constantly, and Tim saying friend.
Fuck you and your friends.
The third row is Phil saying tips, him laughing, him pausing the stream, him saying example, and feedback. The fourth row is Phil saying members, voted, dude, idiot, and positive. And the fifth and final row is Phil smacking his lips, him saying allow me to explain, him giving a thumbs up to the camera, him making that annoying T sound.
T.
K.
And finally him saying, you see. So there we go, that's today's bingo card. As picked by Lauren V. Hopefully they have picked a good one, otherwise we can point at them and go, hoy you. You didn't pick a good card, and just fucking boo them. Really, I'm only kidding, of course. If we win, but hopefully, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you expect cards to do very well, and then Phil won't do something like pick his ear or say meaningful, you know. Things you expect Phil to say and do, sometimes it doesn't. He's very strange like that, even though you expect him to do it. But yeah, we're hoping for a good start, of course, to April. The bingo prize fund is currently at $0 once more, because obviously it's the start of a brand new month. We're trying to build up the April bingo prize fund as much as possible, and obviously to do that we need to try and get some full houses on the bingo cards. And yeah, 25 out of 25 on his bingo card. We'll see $25 getting added to the bingo prize fund to start us off in the best possible way. And of course, we'll see.
Oh my God! What's up?
I'm pretty sure that Phil's just talking about Elden Ring right now because of all those ridiculous weird hand gestures in Phil's chat. You know, that's probably cloud mode right there. I don't think we have cloud mode in the card, do we? But it's, oh, all the Elden Ringers can put their hands up. They're dumb fucking shiners. But thank you, Grease Monkey, for the super chat. It says, I'm positive with lines 3 and 4. You mean the middle row and the fourth row? Yeah. When people say lines, do they mean horizontal or vertical? Because that's the thing. I am confident for most of these happening, obviously. You know, the first line, guaranteed. The first line's a slam dunk. The second line, you know, in terms of row, the first row anyway. Greg Alex says, "Is a drunk bastard awake?" Yeah, I'm right fucking here. Oh, so Grease Monkey meant vertical. Okay, so Grease Monkey's confident with fun, repeating the same point constantly, example, idiot, and annoying T sound, and touching face, absolutely, pause the stream, dude, and thumbs up. Yeah, those ones are pretty good as well. Ari Kizuki says, does Phil say dude? Yeah, he says it quite a bit. You'd be surprised, he doesn't say it quite a lot. So, yeah, you if it doesn't happen today, I'll be surprised. But, it's especially when he gets worked up. When he gets worked up and he goes a bit of a rant, and maybe it's one of his fucking audience members or whatever have said something, you know, that offends him. He's like, dude, I can't do this. And he will. He is someone that says that a lot. Put it this way, he says it enough to merit being included on the bingo card. It happens surprisingly often. But yeah, I'll say, as I said, the aim of the game, 25 out of 25 the bingo card to see if we can get some funds added to the bingo prize fund for the month of April. And at the end of the month, whatever the bingo prize fund shall be, one of you guys can potentially win that prize fund. But we have a marbles race to determine who gets to win or whatever. But to be eligible to win that prize, you've got to make sure you've left a comment on a community post which is linked in the description of its live stream. If you have not left a comment yet, then do it before the end of the month. You've got all month to fucking leave your comment and get your comment in there, but the sooner the better, to guarantee you're in there. Obviously, there's a variety of ways for us to get free spaces as well to help us on our way to a full house. For example, if Phil snorts or burps 10 times before he starts recording for his shitey gameplay, that gives us a free space. And if we get 100 likes on his bingo card before I finish playing bingo, not only will it give us a free space as well, but you guys also get to enjoy the bubble animation made by supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate 100 likes. Yesterday's stream was very, very good for that. We actually had 200 likes, over 200 likes. So we had 2 free spaces from the likes alone. And that carried us over the finish line to get the full house. So yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we can get a full house 25 out of 25 today. Before we start playing, of course, we need to press the random Scottish soundboard button to send us off into battle once more.
Fuck's sake, Jesus! Right.
And on that note, I guess we can fucking begin. Good luck, everybody. Here we fucking go. Oh, fuck. This shitey wee guitar.
What is up, everyone?
Oh my fucking god. Is the future bright? He's got to wear shades. Also, did this get updated from yesterday? Phil said it's the start of the month, so straight away I'm like, what? Give me a second here. I need to compare this to yesterday's podcast. What is it different? Yeah, I think it is different. Yeah, he's changed the artwork. By that I mean, like, yeah, it's 2 different fucking pictures. You see them so often, you know, you sometimes you don't kind of think to yourself, is it different or not? but he has changed the artwork behind him. Wow, what an effort he made. He swapped out 2 pictures from our 2 pictures. He breaks his back for us guys. He really fucking goes above and beyond for his audience. I'll just rewind this again, and then I'm just gonna let Phil do a shitey intro with dumbass shades.
What is up, everyone? It's a new month and a new attitude here on DSP Gaming. All right, maybe not, but today's no joke. Even though it's April 1st, it's time for some fun here on the podcast. Today we'll be talking about how last night's Retro React stream went, some schedule updates, and why you should not listen to any news today. All this and more on today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Oh, what a fucking dick. Jesus Christ.
Nice shirt, 25 cents.
Fuck me, man. People wondering, are Phil's ears uneven? Yeah. Phil cannot wear sunglasses normally. Did you not notice? Anytime Phil wears sunglasses, he looks more drunk than usual because they don't sit straight. It looks like he's fucking awkward to put them on his head because he just can't get him to sit straight because of his oddly shaped head. So yeah. Let's just fast forward past the intro. Yeah, there we go. 2 ticked off on the board so far. It's pretty damn good. And yeah, 2 down, 23 to go. Good luck, everybody. Here we fucking go.
Alrighty. Oh, wait a minute. Where am I? Hello? Oh, there you are. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Level 1 Podcast. I'm DSP. Today is April 1st, 2024, which means it's the start of a new month. We've got some new background setup decorations. I've actually never had them in this particular arrangement before. And it's time to continue on with new games and fun here on the channel. And you may be asking, Phil, if it's April 1st, it's spring, why are you dressed up like you're on an island getaway? It's a good question. Because today, supposedly,
who fucking cares?
It's supposed to be in the mid to high 60s degrees Fahrenheit, that is, outside here in Washington State. And when it's that hot outside and the sun is beating on my office wall, typically this room will heat up by about 15 to 20 degrees. So arguably it could be between 80 to 85 in here today, even with the window wide open, even with the fan on full blast. And I don't want to put the air conditioner in yet. We still have cold nights where I have the heat running. So I said, I'll just dress in appropriate attire, shorts and a nice shirt, and relax.
Zelda jammies, Phil?
And just enjoy the games I'm playing today without worrying about overheating. So that's what I'm doing. It's supposed to be like this today and tomorrow, and then it's supposed to actually get rainy and cool down for like a whole week. So I'll probably be back to long sleeve attire and everything after that. So, you know, it's good that I actually have stuff that I can wear that's appropriate, right? And I hope that you are excited for the content that is coming, because now we are all into new stuff. After having so many months of the RPG overload, it's done. Now we're all juggling new games and fun stuff, and I'm excited for this. We're going to talk about this morning, obviously. I want to give you guys an update on the Retro React that went down last night over on DSP Throwback, and also a hilarious follow-up to that, because my trolls are so effing stupid. They tried to cheat a poll.
I mean, Phil, do you have evidence of this whatsoever? But where is the evidence of anyone wanting to cheat this poll? Because I've seen no evidence of people trying to cheat this poll.
In the most blatantly over-the-top obvious way. There's no possible way that you wouldn't know that they were trying to mess with it. Especially because they've been talking about it all over the internet. They're so dumb.
Are we? I've not seen anyone talk about it over the internet. I don't know. Phil has a public poll up asking his audience, what do you want to see? 75% pick bully. That was like one of the last one of the last metrics I saw. In fact, let me see if I can find the screenshot, because somebody sent me a screenshot of what the poll was like earlier on. Yeah, it was D-Dog that sent me a fucking screenshot. Yeah, Bully Scholarship Edition. Earlier on today was this is what the numbers were like. These were the metrics for earlier on, and as you can see, it's quite a big number, quite a large number. I'll just zoom in that in case people aren't. There we go. Oh, D-Dog saying that being said something about it. Are you for real? Oh yeah, I need to go. Seriously, hold on. Vote with your heart. So that being said, put this tweet out like what? Over 12 hours ago, 13 hours ago, saying vote with your heart. Most people are picking like. So hold on. Oh, for God's sake, that's incredible. Wow. So Phil equates that as to trying to fucking interrupt his. Do we need to remind Phil that his audience asked for Bully to be played and reacted to? We didn't influence that to happen. Phil decided to have that on the poll, and people would rather watch that. But apparently Phil's going to say, oh, there's some big massive detractor up against us. And now that being said, is trying to fucking say go for Red Dead 1 instead. I guess this, but vote with your heart, obviously. Jesus, does that mean that, hold on, if this fucking wins overwhelmingly, is Phil going to remove that from the list as well? Possible. It's possible. If Phil is blaming that being said essentially for trying to rig the fucking vote, are they also going to fucking blame, like, remove Red Dead 1 if that also wins overwhelmingly? The fact of the matter is that the support for Billy, on last night's, throwback stream was poor for him. And he didn't want to fucking do it if it wasn't worth his time. $30 was not worth Phil's time. He made that perfectly clear. So he doesn't want to fucking keep doing it if he's not confident it's going to fucking return the money for him. Simple as that. He's going to fucking pretend other trolls are trying to, rig the poll. And the simple story is, the simple truth of the matter is that Phil knows that there might be other things he can do to get more money. And it's all about the fucking money.
So, I'll tell you the update on that. In addition to that, today's April 1st, which means it's April Fool's Day. And no joking here. I'm not going to be messing with you. I'm not going to be pulling the wool over your eyes and lying to you and trying to fool you. But already, there are fake news stories all over the internet. We'll talk about a couple of the stupidest ones here on the show today, just to have a little bit of a laugh. If we have some extra time, it's totally up to you guys what you want to do. If you want to do some suggestion box or otherwise, we'll see. Okay? Alrighty then. Okay, so, well, alrighty. Actually, now I look like Ace Ventura. I just realized.
No, you fucking don't. You wear sunglasses and you think you wear like, well, fuck you. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm just like Ace Ventura. For real, for real. Does he too talk out his arse like you do, Phil?
Ace Ventura wears shirts like this, right? Okay then. Anyway,
Nope.
So I guess I can take the sunglasses off now. The gag is up. Welcome everyone to the podcast.
Oh, it was a gag. Oh wow, you had me going, Phil. I didn't realize it was a whole gag.
And I hope you're doing well. I hope that you're not going to be inundated all day long with bad jokes, because April 1st is a day when typically people like to try to fool you into believing nonsense, and I just don't want you to get fooled. Already the internet is rife with nonsensical crap. I can't believe how much. So we'll talk a little bit about that. And I used to do an April Fool's Day gag, all right, a running gag where every year I would do something silly on April Fool's Day, dependent on what I was currently doing. I remember one year,
Burger.
I did a series of videos that was like the best of, and basically what I did is, this is the best sports game, this is the best music game, and it was just a series of the Sega CD movie games from way back in the day that are all terrible. They're literally, every one of them is awful. So it was just a running gag. There was another year where I said I was the best at everything, and so I actually was playing Street Fighter 4 online while I was playing another game, while I had something else going on. I was playing like 3 things at once. And you want to know the funniest part about it? I won the actual Street Fighter 4 match that I did online. It was a joke. It wasn't intended to actually happen, and it happened. Okay? So I've done things like that in the past. But in recent years, I don't really do it anymore. Only because, number one, already we got so much going on in games and the schedule and everything. I don't want to take away a whole gameplay stream from doing, progress in the stuff that we're enjoying together. And number two, quite frankly, when you get enough nonsense going on in your life with trolling and harassment, you don't really want to have extra drama. No lie, I had an idea for today. I was like, I know what I'm going to do. All right, I'm going to boot up our game. After this podcast, I'm going to boot up a game. Instead of Alone in the Dark, it's going to be Baldur's Gate 3. And we're going to go into the character creator and make a whole new character and pretend like I'm starting my second run in Baldur's Gate 3. And I thought, that would be funny. And then Kat says, no, don't do that. I was like, why not? She goes, because then people are just going to get obsessive again about you playing Baldur's Gate 3 again. They won't stop. They'll be like, oh my God, play it again.
See, Kat understands how fucking slow Phil's audience are and how fucking smooth brained they all are. They're going to fucking see it and not think, oh wow, funny April Fool. They're going to think, wow, Phil's giving us what we want. Let's get our Velcro balls out again and give him $100 to make sure he doesn't rage quit it again.
And be serious about it. When you're just joking, they'll demand it and they'll be all obnoxious about it. And I was like, yeah, you're right, actually. I know that.
Kat's like, your audience are going to be obnoxious with it. And Phil's like, yeah, you're right. My audience are quite obnoxious. Way to fucking agree with Kat that your audience are obnoxious fucking pieces of shit that demand things for you all the time, Phil. Can somebody hate their audience more than he does? Oh, just... I mean, I can understand. I understand also taking your wife's side in some sort of fucking thing over it, but yeah. Phil just basically saying, yes, honey, you're right. My audience are quite demanding and annoying.
That crowd, some of those people, you know, are okay and normal, and some of those people are like over the top obsessed with this game and probably would actually demand that I do the second run of it. So I'm definitely not going to be doing that, okay? Yeah, no jokes here. Just a normal day, all right?
Who fucking cares?
Burger. And I hope you guys are ready for chill, fun, but new games. That's what I'm excited for the most, is that we're now into new games or refreshing new playthroughs. Everything in the rotation is feeling good right now, and I'm happy to be moving forward this week with all this stuff, and then heading into my birthday. My birthday marathon on Saturday should be really fun.
Who fucking
I'm excited
cares?
for that. You know, not only are we going to be hanging out, having some drinks, having some food, having some fun, we're going to update the gaming schedule. We're going to react to my most viewed videos of all time on YouTube, which actually be pretty fun. So, good stuff.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No!
Coming up this Saturday, I hope you'll be there for that. And we'll continue to talk about that over the course of the week and plan for it. But right now, Alone in the Dark, surprisingly good. You know, you look at all these reviews from mainstream media outlets who all said that Alone in the Dark wasn't very good, and I played the first 3 hours of it, and I'm having a great time. You know, the atmosphere, the story, you know, the environments and stuff, and even the enemies jump scaring you and stuff. It's a fine game. I've already jumped a bunch of times, and I'm really enjoying the intriguing thriller, mystery, suspense plot, which we haven't had the likes of in a while. Like, so what exactly is wrong with this game? I'm not sure. We're gonna keep going. You know, some people have said, reviewers said the start was slow. Well, I loved the first 3 hours, so if you think that's slow, I guess as I get further into the game, I'm gonna like it even more. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But great playthrough so far. First 3 hours have been great. I hope you've enjoyed the videos. And then Dragon's Dogma 2 continuing on as our late night chill stream. You know, right now we're finishing up the basic kind of introductory quests in the capital, and I'm sure the game's gonna open up after that with a lot more to do. So I'm excited. I'm having a good time. I hope you guys are too. Great day ahead. And of course, tomorrow, guys, the return of Elden Ring. That's going to be interesting, to say the least. But we'll get to that in a sec. Anyway, what I would like to do before we get ahead of ourselves, because we're going to do the schedule, we're going to talk about the April Fool's news and stuff. I would like to talk about last night's Retro React, okay? Because here's the thing. The idea for Retro React is that on my DSP Throwback channel, which is meant to be reminiscing about the past and nostalgia, all right? I sit down and I watch an older playthrough of mine with the old style camera, the old style commentary, right? And I essentially react to it honestly in the modern day. And so far we've done this with Red Dead Redemption 1, Dark Souls 1, and Heavy Rain. And each one has felt a little bit unique and different. Like Red Dead Redemption 1 looked awesome because I was watching the remastered version of the playthrough that my editors are currently finishing up. We only have, I think, 2 to 3 more parts left, and that playthrough will be 100% completed over on DSP Throwback if you're interested in watching it. This playthrough has upgraded visuals, 60 frames per second,
Stolen visuals, stolen footage, stolen material from other content creators.
in some cases. It's not always 60 frames, but it's upscale. Better text and graphics, redone audio, so you can hear my voice much better, and it takes out a lot of the echo and the nonsense that was in the original playthrough. And let me tell you, it shows because, for example, last night we were watching Bully. Oh, the audio was terrible. The audio was atrocious. You could hear all this environmental noise back in my condo in Connecticut. And I was like, dude, it sucks, you know, compared to anything I do today. It's really, really bad.
There's your dude right there. For whoever has questioned, does Phil actually say dude? You'd be surprised how often he says dude. But dude, it sucks.
Noise back in my condo in Connecticut. And I was like, dude, it sucks, you know, compared to anything I do today. It's really, really bad. And then I listened back to the Red Dead videos, and I'm like, oh, they sound much better. That's because they've been scrubbed. They've had audio scrubbing, so it sounds way, way better, right? So anyway, you know, Red Dead was an experience because we got to see the upgraded visuals. Dark Souls 1 was an experience because we got to see my old gameplay of playing that game for the first time, way before I ever learned how to play a FromSoft game. And man, did I suck. And it's hilarious to see me suck and not know what I'm doing. It's actually suspenseful. You're like, watching me fight the Asylum Demon. Like, is he gonna win? Is he gonna win? Right? It's pretty suspenseful. And then Heavy Rain, oh my goodness. Heavy Rain was a smash hit. You know, a narrative-based game, one of the classic playthroughs that I've ever done that actually got me lots of notoriety on YouTube back in the day. And a classic to this day that people still rewatch regularly because of the commentary. So it was awesome to go through. And you guys liked Heavy Rain so much that we actually did it 6 straight weeks. Because the original idea, all right, the original idea was supposed to be that we were not going to do Retro React every week. It was going to be maybe every 2 to 3 weeks, just as a variety thing that I throw into the schedule. But you guys liked Heavy Rain so much, you kept demanding I keep doing it. And I was like, okay, let's do it next week. Let's do it next week. And it worked. And
so why is it perfectly fine for him to manage to do that but it's not fine for him to demand you fucking play Baldur's Gate 3 again? Why is it perfectly fine for him to fucking overly demand things sometimes but not all the time? You know, it's like it's a strange kind of way. Like sometimes he's like, oh, I'm very happy to give into this fucking demand from my audience. But when it comes to like a game which fucking done well for him, but it was a game he hated playing, he's putting his fucking little foot down. We'll see how long his fucking avoidance of Baldur's Gate 3 lasts if the contributions are not forthcoming for all the other games coming up in the future. Elden Ring will carry him through the summer, essentially. The Elden Ring and the DLC as well, that will carry him through because he has his own archived whales for that game, particularly one called Emo. You know, they'll come crawling at the woodwork again probably, and he'll probably fucking give money again to Phil. But once Elden Ring's gone, what will replace that as the big moneymaker for Phil?
People would show up and engage and support that stream. And in fact, no lie, those streams made the Throwback channel viable. With the amount of work that goes into it to make it happen, with all the work that editing the videos, you know, titling them, putting them into a proper playlist, you know, for posterity purposes, and having that stream once a week, that was definitely making the channel viable to do. Okay? So then we had to pick the next project, and one of the things that had been suggested over the time that we were doing Heavy Rain was the Bully Scholarship Edition playthrough, among other things like Mass Effect 1, Bioshock 1, and stuff like that. So we had a poll, and Bully won by a pretty good margin. I want to say it was like 48% of the vote went to Bully. So we tried it last night. Now, I'll be honest, I was already skeptical. I didn't know how it was going to go, because this is not a fully narrative-heavy game. There's a lot of gameplay elements to it and stuff like that. And it's not, even though a lot of people like the Bully playthrough, it's not received as like a classic that I've done. A lot of people have watched it over the years and like it, but it's not, oh, that is the one playthrough that I watched of DSP's that I love and I rewatch, and it made me discover him on YouTube or anything like that, right? So we watched it, and it was about roughly just under 3 hours of reacting. We got through 10 parts of the playthrough, which is exactly what we were doing with Heavy Rain. We were doing about 10 parts in each stream. For the record, the playthrough is 108 parts. So if we were to actually continue with Bully and try to finish it, it would take about 2.5 months of react streams to actually get through the whole playthrough. Just throwing that out there. That's how long the game is. About I think if you do the math, I want to say it's under 20 hours, but it's still a pretty lengthy game. Okay. So anyway, so I play it and we're having a good time at first. It becomes apparent about halfway through the stream, it's definitely not as fun as doing the Heavy Rain retro react. Like even I started to feel a little bored because the game isn't as good as I remember. Probably because, you know, I've already played it before. It's a little dated now. There's still unique stuff to it. I think the music was one of the coolest things about the game. I really like the soundtrack, but some of the you know, the game was a little repetitive, and I'm like, eh. And people wanted to talk about things like reminiscing about school days and stuff, and that's fine. That was actually fun. In truth, I had more time. I had more fun talking with the audience about our days at school and reminiscing about that than I did actually watching back the game. Just watching back the game to me wasn't that entertaining. Okay, and if I'm not having fun watching the game, it's not going to come through as a super entertaining stream. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what does that tell you about the quality and standard of your playthroughs then? Never mind back in the fucking day, you can't do that for Trey either. You pick any of your, you try and fucking do a react to anything you've done in the last fucking 15 years, whether it's like that long ago or today, you know, it was like last week. Like if Phil started suddenly fucking doing a retro fucking react thing to fucking watching his Baldur's Gate 3 gameplay, for example, he would get bored watching that shit again. And if he's getting bored of it, how do you think the audience is meant to fucking feel? How is the audience meant to enjoy something which he is getting bored to fucking death watching? And it's his own goddamn content. And he's put that content out there. He uploaded that content for an audience, but he's watching it himself going, wow, this is boring me. It's like, Phil, if you're not enjoying the content, why do you expect your audience to?
So I did like it, but I didn't love it. I thought that it was just all right for a react stream. Okay? Cypress TV says that loud voice, the loud sound that we heard last night on the Bully stream was my PC from 2011. Wow. It was that loud, huh? Holy shit. Because I was like, we always heard this ambient noise in the videos, and I'm like, is that the air conditioner? I looked it up. I played it in like February. There was no air conditioner on in February. So I was like, what could have been causing that atmospheric noise? And Cypress says, that was your PC. Oh my God. Boy, let me tell you guys something, all right? Today things are so different, and I'm so happy for that. I was such a stubborn, pig-headed, obstinate idiot back then. To be putting out videos that long, of that visual and audio quality,
that's concerning.
That first bingo of the game. Jesus. I love his fucking like defense mechanism. Oh guys, back then I was such a fucking idiot and I was so stubborn. Well, today you still are. to this day you're still a stubborn, obstinate fucking fool. You fucking thinks you're fucking doing everything fucking great and amazing, and you're set in your fucking ways, and you're not going to fucking pay your goddamn fucking editors to fucking, for the work they're doing for your shitty throwback channel. You're not going to fucking pay them for their efforts. They're all unpaid interns.
An idiot back then. To be putting out videos that long of that visual and audio quality and not understanding that the audience was going to leave if I didn't upgrade, like, it was terrible. Even me watching it now, I'm like, oh, it's like hard to watch because you just hear, it feels like you're in a wind tunnel trying to fucking watch this video.
And also, Phil just said fucking, so there we go.
Burger.
So I want to remind everyone once again that Phil tried to fucking defend his old setup when he had a camera pointed sideways at a television and he sat in his arse on the couch and fucking played it on the TV. He tried to claim that his experience playing the game and his way of fucking creating content was immersive for his audience. If you can believe that shit. Like, it was meant to, you know, it was a more immersive experience watching Phil Burnell play these games because it was like you were sitting on the couch with him. Thank you very much to Grease Monkey for a super chat who says bingo. Yeah, I mean we can one role. In fact, to be fair, that was actually the role that Grease Monkey was most confident about. That column, that line. So that's the fourth line completed first. Grease Monkey was quite confident about that, and also the third one, which he's free away from. There we go. So yeah, I mean, there's a very strong card so far. We're doing quite well. And we've not long began the bingo as well, really. You know what I mean? There's a lot more to go in this podcast, I'm sure. We've only been going for about 15 minutes, like, you know, 10, not even 15 minutes. But 12 or 13 minutes so far going. But yeah, Phil used to fucking defend not upgrading his fucking way of doing content. All these fucking, you know, these bigger fucking content creators, these fucking other, they've all got capture cards, they've got PCs, they've got kind of cool webcams, and Phil's like, no. If you're watching my content with my camcorder, it's like you're sitting on the couch with me while I'm playing the game for you. It's like you're sitting with a friend. Phil legitimately argued these fucking points to his audience.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Kel Denson for his super chat who says, imagine all that WWE money going back to the business. The amount of things he could invest into his channel. Low-key annoying. Don't know why the animation played twice for Kel Denson. I think it's just I don't know. It is only the one. He definitely only sent it once, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why it played twice through Stream Elements or whatever. But yeah, I can only see it happening once on the chat, so I guess Stream Elements should have been a bit funny right now. But yeah, it's always fascinating to me. It's always fascinating thinking the amount of things that Phil could have fucking improved, not only of his business, but his life in general, had he not been so ridiculously brain dead with squandering his money on things like this fucking ridiculous mobile game obsession. And it's not just WWE Champions. It is not only WWE Champions it's happened with. Back in the fucking day, there was a card game, a mobile game called WWF Supercard. Or actually, it's probably called WWE Supercard. I think it's, you know, I'm pretty sure the F was gone by that point in time. But yeah, Phil was spending so much money on this fucking Supercard mobile game. The predecessor to fucking Champions was Supercard, and Phil squandered hundreds and thousands in this fucking mobile game as well. And then I think like the reset of data after Phil done a whole lot of bitching, whining and moaning about a particular event or whatever. I think the game developers decided, you know, we're going to reset the event. Or reset the fucking roster or whatever, and Phil, progress was lost for a lot of people, and Phil just walked away from it. Like, I'm not playing this game anymore. But yeah, he has a history of mobile game addiction, and he's never had that managed. He's never managed to fucking get help for that. All he does is move on to another game on another game and another game. He has had decades of squandering his money on ridiculous shit. And that was perfectly fine when the YouTube fucking gravy train days with money was rolling in and he had that sort of disposable income. When he was making ridiculous amounts of money back in the fucking day and he wanted to fucking blow it and daft shit with that, it's a dumb thing to blow it on, but fair enough. These days, he's still got that same addiction, he's still got that same problem, and yet he's fucking begging profusely for his audience to fucking help pay his bills, and where's some of that money going? Straight to WWE Champions. He has a serious fucking problem, and he doesn't want to fucking admit it. He'd rather pretend that we're all making up.
And she's a big fucking bitch. Fuck's sake, Jesus. Christ. This is the fucking Shawshank Redemption, right? But with more tunneling through shit and no fucking redemption.
Like, oh, it sucks. So I'm glad now that things are different, but yikes, that video is hard to watch now. So anyway, so basically at the end of the night, all right, let me put it this way. Was it a disaster stream where no one showed up, no one engaged, and no one supported? Absolutely not. There was decent attendance. We had a good conversation in the chat, but it was...
Yeah, man, he's second tier. The fucking sometimes the stream goes a bit weird, but let me just see if I can get this fixed. I love the Detractor song, by the way. Isn't another Dark Side of Flow classic? This one.
No one supported. Absolutely not. There was decent attendance. We had a good conversation in the chat, but it was nowhere near the levels that we had for Heavy Rain. Basically, you know, we didn't even hit the $50 tips goal. Okay, we had a few super chats.
Yeah, and he says tips as well. So there we go.
Burger. Oh my dog, what's up?
Thank you very much to Warren for the super chat. He says he's in too deep. He's going to need some professional help. Yeah, we're a WWE champion, you're abso. The thing is, he doesn't want to admit he's got a problem. He doesn't want to admit he's got an issue. And it's one of those things where he's denied... when he cannot be forthcoming and transparent with his audience about it. The same audience he fucking turns to every day and says, guys, can you please support me and all that shit. It's like... Because he told them all before he stopped playing, and all of a sudden it's like, I don't play this game anymore. I used to play it in the past, I don't play it anymore. And then he went and side scrolls and said, yes, I still play it. And I spend some money on it, but it's not a lot. That's what he told us. So he went from saying, I don't play this game anymore, to his audience, and then he tells side scrollers, yes, I play this game. And I spend some money on it every month. Reese Monkey's asking me, have I seen the direct capture music video on YouTube? Do you mean the one made by Fantastic Mr. Sam? Yes, I have. That was an incredible video he made last year. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. The talent in this community to make things like that is just incredible. So yeah, absolutely amazing fucking video. And song.
Here and there, maybe 1 or 2 memberships, which is okay. And people are like, oh, this was good for a night stream. Well, technically you're right. You usually...
Yeah, technically they are right.
Burger.
Members.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
So yeah, the card's doing very well so far. But Phil, your night streams sometimes are garbage. You get like $5, something $8. Sometimes you don't get double digits. So you're getting like 20 odd bucks, or was it 30 odd bucks? Hold on, it's 30. You got $30 for a night stream. Well, that's actually a lot better than you. Look at this: $14, $8, 23, 10, 0 because you didn't do a stream that night. 25, 12, and 5, and 25 and 7. I think Grease. Hold on, I pressed the wrong thing. Grease Monkey, thank you very much for super chat. Who says bingo? Is that a new super chat, or is that the previous one repeating because of bingo? It's one of those things where I do hope it's not going weird with the thing. So yeah, thank you very much, Grease Monkey, for the super chat. And I got another bingo on the board. As I said, very strong start to this card. The right hand side, that final column is looking very sparse. Other than that though, it's a very strong looking card, very filled out card. Traded is asking to have a $0 stream. No, I didn't stream that night. The tracker is showing 0 because he took that night off. Remember, I had to take a couple of Mondays off. Usually he would do, you know, piece of piece, would just do the grey bar to cover that. He didn't do it for this particular one, I think. So yeah, there you go. So there we go. Okay, Grease Monkey, thank you for confirming as a new super chat. I'm always worried that it was like repeating things or whatever, because my stream elements is kind of buggy sometimes. So thank you for confirming as a new one. As I'm saying, very strong bingo card so far. We're doing very well, very strong. But yeah, this right hand column has caused me some concerns. Although I think we're going to get some things ticked off the board very quickly when Phil's going to go into his delusional rant about how detractors and trolls are trying to take over the fucking polls of his.
Really, my night streams don't do as well. They're slower, but I'm trying to maintain enough interest to keep this viable every Sunday night. You know, we easily could have done another game or continued with the playthrough you guys want, not doing these one-off streams that are just doing them for the sake of doing them, right? And with Heavy Rain, it was the opposite. Like, people were dying for more. By the end of the night,
Who fucking cares? There's an interesting super chat that was in Phil's stream there, and it's this one here. So thanks to D-Dog for clipping this super chat. And this is not a troll super chat, by the way. This is somebody that regularly gives money to Phil anyway. Do we donate? So he's apparently new. Do we donate for shots, or do you drink if you die in a video game, like a drinking game? How will it work? Or do you just drink if you feel like it? So that's the question he's asking. Oh, how? It's Phil's old method of these little drinking streams was basically when he gets $100 in tips. In the past, he required a $100 singular tip contribution to drink. In the past, anyway. It wasn't a case of, oh, let's just get to $100 now, take a drink or whatever. No, he needed one singular $100 tip contribution to drink. That's how Phil used to fucking do these things in the past. These days, he might be more relaxed with it. But Phil used to fucking do that as of, like, you know, until recently. He changed it recently. This year, he seems to have kind of gone a bit more relaxed on those rules. And Steve's just learning now about the trolls or stupid thing. Live a foul, really. Is that why I said trolls are stupid comments? I joked about it on Twitter. It'd be fucking hilarious if he actually said it. Steve, Phil has removed bully from the options in the poll because he's trying to claim that detractors and trolls are trying to skew the results. He's about to explain that right now. Oh, he would if it would fucking play.
And she's a big fucking bitch.
Come on, fucking YouTube, stop playing it. There we go.
I asked you guys, what did you think? And the audience was torn right down the middle. Half of the attendance was like, yeah, that was a chill time. That was fun. Let's do it again next week. And the other half was like, yeah, that was pretty boring. By the end there, it really started to fall off. Let's do something different. So with a 50-50 split, I knew that I had to get feedback from everyone. So I put up a poll immediately. We actually did it right at the end of the stream. We put up a poll and said, hey, everybody, please vote on what you would like to see next week for Retro React. And here's the premise. 4 games, vote, and we'll do whatever wins the poll next week. If next week's stream ends up being more of the same, meaning less attendance, less engagement, less support, and it's just not as popular, then we're not going to do it every week. And that's okay. We don't have to do it every week. Like, I'm okay with that. I'm not upset at all. We have many, many things to do on the late streams. We have all these games to keep playing or whatever. So it's not a bad thing if we don't do Retro React every week. You see, it's actually perfectly fine. It's just that I want to be sure that I'm doing what you guys want. So basically, I put up a poll, and the poll was continue with Red Dead Redemption 1, which I think we gave it like one chance, and people didn't vote for it the next week, and then we took it out of the poll. So I said, we'll throw Red Dead back in there. Continue with Dark Souls 1, because actually some people on that stream were saying, this is kind of boring. Let's bring back Dark Souls 1. That one was really fun. So I said, let's put that on there. So continue with Bully, the third option. And the fourth option is actually something that you guys had thought of yourselves and requested while we were playing Heavy Rain. Said, would you react to The Walking Dead Season 1, Episode 1? So for those who don't know, The Walking Dead Telltale series was incredibly popular back in the day. When it came out, it was its own storyline of characters set in the Walking Dead universe at the height of The Walking Dead's popularity in the year 2012. That was when the show was blowing up on TV and everything was ultra exciting about The Walking Dead. You know, before there were 17 TV shows, 24 spin-offs, and merch and action figures out the ass, and now no one really cares about Walking Dead anymore, right? Okay, so, that game was amazing for me. Number one, super awesome to be able to pick options and have people act in different ways and then commentate over it. Like, that game, first it was Heavy Rain, and then I would argue the second best ever kind of choose your own adventure playthrough I ever did was that Season 1 of The Walking Dead. I mean, that was one of the first games ever that I actually started crying at the end because it was so meaningful with such a sad, depressing ending, you know? So, everyone always loved my Walking Dead playthroughs, like always, okay? And you guys asked for it. As we were doing Heavy Rain, people remembered, oh yeah, the Walking Dead playthroughs were really good that Phil did back in the day. It's the same style as, you know, Heavy Rain. Let's see if he'll do it. So you suggested it, and I said, well, you know, I don't want to put it in a poll immediately. We just did Heavy Rain, so I'd like to do a little bit of variety before we jump back into that style of game. So that's why I actually wasn't eligible for this week's Retro React. But after last night, I said, okay, well, you know, Bully didn't do so good, so let's do a poll, and let's actually put The Walking Dead into the poll and see if people would be interested in it, all right? So I put the poll up last night during the stream. Now, to give you guys some perspective here, all right? You ready? Last week's poll went up and lasted, it was live for a whole week. By the end of the week, it had about 475 to 500 votes within a week. It took a whole week to get that many votes. I put up the poll last night, during last night's Retro React stream. This morning, 12 hours later, the poll already had 500 votes. What? So magically, the amount of people who follow the channel just exponentially increased in 12 hours, right? Huh? Like, what are you talking about, right? So then I go and I look. These people are so dumb. They left comments on the poll that were troll comments. I'm not shitting you. They left comments that were like, oh, do a bunch of pulls in the WWE mobile game and then play bully next week. That's what we want. Like, I'm not kidding. Those comments were on the fucking poll, and I'm like, gee, I wonder if trolls were instructed to come over here and skew the poll. How stupid can you be? Like, I mean, you want to leave some evidence? You ever seen you got caught red-handed? I mean, this is like being caught in the act of doing it while 25 police officers are all staring right at you with videotaped evidence, audio recordings, and a satellite feed onto you. Like, how stupid can you be? On top of that, I had already been told by 2 different people overnight that apparently they've been talking about it in their stupid detractor circles that they were going to do this, skew the poll, because they saw that bully didn't do good. And they were like, haha, if we get him to play bully again next week, the stream will again do bad. And anything we can do to annoy or hurt Phil, we should do. Ha ha ha.
Phil, we don't have to do shit via night streams to fucking perform poorly. Usually, you do that all of your own volition. $14 for Dragon's Dogma 2 on a night stream. Look at Dragon, $8, $42, $23, $10, $25. You had a Q&A stream, $39. You are perfectly capable of not even hitting gunner glasses on your own for these night streams usually. The sea of red you see in this column here for night streams, why is it mainly red? Because it's usually poorly performing streams that you don't even get to wear gunner glasses for, Phil. That is not detractors influencing anything. That is entirely you and your decisions and what you fucking play and what your audience thinks you're worth for those streams. You can blame us all you fucking want, but the simple fact of the matter is, your streams at night are not very well supported. And in fact, the bully stream last night done better for you than most gaming streams do.
So I'm not kidding. 500 votes, 78% of the vote was for bully. Gee, I wonder if that could be fake. All right. So in light of all of this, I have redone the poll. I've deleted the original poll and I made a new one. And I took bully out of it. And the reason being, I'm going to be honest, I don't think bully worked very well last night. You know, I wanted to be fair and give it another shot, but it just didn't seem to work for me. Like, I got bored. And if I'm getting bored with what we're reacting to, that's not good. Like, I'll be honest, I was not bored with Red Dead. I was not bored with Dark Souls, and I was never bored with Heavy Rain. I was bored with bully within an hour. So,
I mean, I wonder why. Hold on. So I wonder why. And by the way, that being said, they're encouraging people to vote for Red Dead 1. So don't tell Phil, though. It's a secret between detractors and a secret detractor circles. Don't vote for Red Dead 1. If you do, he might remove that as well from the polling. But whatever you do, don't vote for Red Dead 1. But yeah, if you go in this fucking tips tracker and you fucking check these fucking night retro react streams, the previous week you got $79. The week before that, $80. The week before that, $59. The week before that, $161. The week before that, $50. So they're not massively successful. He usually wears gunner glasses for these night streams, but he doesn't usually get to wear a hat or a vest. Very rarely, it seems, you know what I mean? But because this one for Billy only got 30 buckaroos, and Phil's bored of his own content, he's like dropping the goddamn thing. Now let's have a wee look at his throwback channel, and let's look at the community post. Let's see. Can we see this? Can we see some options here? Currently, Red Dead Redemption 1, the votes are going mental. When we checked this earlier on, it was close between Red Dead 1 and The Walking Dead. Now, with how many votes is this? 188 votes so far. 57% are in favour of Red Dead Redemption 1. Now, it would be a terrible shame. It would be a terrible shame if people voted for Red Dead Redemption 1. Because that would mean that, you know, that could mean the trolls have infiltrated the fucking poll again and have skewed the results, and they're fucking intentionally trying to make people play Red Dead 1, even though people might be getting bored of it or whatever. I don't know. You vote how you want to vote. Basically, yeah, vote with your heart. As that being said, I've said themselves, vote with your heart. But the link to the poll in Phil's community fucking thing is in the chat right now. I would say vote with your heart. My heart is for Red Dead Redemption 1. People know I love Red Dead Redemption. I'm a huge fan of Red Dead. I was playing the fucking second game earlier on today. I'm in like one of the final chapters. Basically, put it this way, I'm in like the final place, you know, where the gang all moved to. Beaver Hollow, where it's fucking called, you know what I mean? Arthur's all sick and all that shit. So yeah, I'm getting towards the end of that part of the game, you know what I mean? I'm trying to kind of do all these other wee things as well. I love the game so much, so of course I'm gonna fucking pick Red Dead Redemption 1. If I had to pick at all. But you guys vote with your heart, you pick what you desire.
I just don't think that's going to work, okay? So, now the poll's been redone, and there's 3 options. More Red Dead 1, more Dark Souls 1, or The Walking Dead. So please vote on one of those 3. I feel like any of those 3 would be a fine option, okay? And let me know, you know, your thoughts here all week. I'll be listening, what you think. But the funny part was, if you actually looked at the poll, yes, there were 500 votes, but if you eliminate all the votes for Bully, The Walking Dead was in the lead by a large margin. I think The Walking Dead had like 20%, something like that. And then the other 2 each had like 4 or 5% or something like that.
Why are you assuming that not one of your fans voted for Billy? That is a really... When you said yourself in your own stream chat from the other night that half of your audience were split and half of them wanted you to keep playing Billy, and they're just dismissing every single Billy vote as a fucking detractor vote, that is extremely disrespectful to your audience that actually fucking enjoyed watching Billy.
Like, very small. So basically, if you look at the initial poll results and you try to remove the outliers of the idiots, definitely people are looking at The Walking Dead as the next one. But that may not be. Let's see what happens over the course of the week. I am aware... On the stream, a lot of people were leaning towards Dark Souls 1. They were like, yeah, Dark Souls 1 worked really well as the first stream. Maybe bring that back. So, you know, please vote on the new poll that's over on DSP Throwback. If you want to know where it is, it's on the main channel page, and you go to the community tab, and it's right there. And I hope that you guys will vote. Now, Dab Hands just said in the chat, honestly, I'd rather see gameplay of current games than one of those. There you go. And if that's the case, again, this is a test case to see if this makes sense to do it every week. If we do another Retro React stream next week, and it's slower, and there's less engagement and less support, then I'm not going to do it every week. We'll do it maybe every 2 to 3 weeks as a variety event. And that way it won't bog down the other content and hold up the other content from making progress. And I hear you. A lot of people right now are happy to see the RPG madness end and just want to see good progress in all of the other games that I'm playing, and are afraid that if I keep doing things like this, that this is going to hold up progress because I just keep doing other night streams and other things rather than gameplay streams, right? So, let's see what happens. Please vote. And over the course of the week, I'll try to gauge interest and see, you know, how it goes and go from there. Okay? Fair enough? Also, I'll look at comments. I'll listen what people are saying, because yes, these morons tend to talk about what they're going to do publicly because they're idiots. They can't help it. That's the thing. Like, they'll want to troll, but they're just so... They have no self-control whatsoever. They just want to, like, brag all over the internet about what they're doing. So they always give away what they're doing somewhere, and I always find out about it. Even though I literally never ask, people always bring this information to me without me even asking. They say, so here's what's going on, and here's the evidence of it, and do with it what you will. Okay, thanks. Well, fuck the poll, delete it, because it's all fucked up, these idiots, and we'll start over and go from there, right?
Does that mean he's going to, you know, say fuck the other poll? Because, like, you know, this poll right here, for example, is a link to the poll, you know. But if he thinks that the detractors are trying to influence us as well, does that mean he's going to delete that one as well? How many polls can he delete? Will it only have 2 options in future? Is he going to replace some options with other options? I wonder what he'll do.
So we'll see what feedback we get. And again, I'll read comments and I'll try to judge what you guys say here in the chat as well all week. And from there, we will decide what game will be Retro React for next week. Fair enough? Okay.
Nope. Who fucking cares?
Very good. Okay, so that's what's going on there.
Burger.
Hopefully, Retro React goes better next week. I like doing the Retro React stuff, but I don't want to be bored. I don't want my audience to be bored. I don't want to be set back on playthroughs we're doing while we're bored. So, hopefully it'll be better, and we'll have a good time with it next week. All right? Vote. Cool. Okay, schedule. Let's go through it. Today, the return of Alone in the Dark 1.
Oh, god damn. I didn't even get to go. I'm going 1.5. I'm going 1.5 for the schedule. God damn.
Alone in the Dark 1. Like, there's more than one. Alone in the Dark returns on the first stream. Great game when I played it on Saturday. I had a lot of fun with it. I think it's a fine survival horror game so far. I'm excited with more. So I hope that you'll join me today after this podcast ends. The continuation of Alone in the Dark. It should be a good time. David Harbour's good in it right now. Like, he's acting well. And the gameplay elements are pretty good. The one thing that I would complain about is the combat's not that good. At the same time, it's survival horror. Combat's almost never good in survival horror. It's kind of the running joke is that you're kind of a clunky, uncoordinated mess. And that's what makes it scary because you can't really evade or do things in an efficient manner in these games. So I think that's fine. And the plot is great so far. The plot, we got all ongoing plot threads. First, it's a house of healing or whatever you want to call it, where a bunch of people who all have problems, mental, physical, or both, are supposedly getting treated by a doctor. But is the doctor a quack? Is he really well-intentioned? What's the deal there? They all have interesting backstories that are kind of mysterious. Then one of them has disappeared. You're trying to find where this guy went. You keep getting sucked into this other dimension world with monsters and stuff. So far, I think the plot is great, and I can't wait for more. Okay? I think it'll be great. You hang out and you like survival horror. You're going to have a good time with me here today on the first stream. Late stream tonight is more Dragon's Dogma 2. We jumped back into this back on Saturday night, and so far, I think it's fine as a late night chill stream. There's definitely a lot of combat and a lot of exploration of the world. It's not exactly the most plot-centric RPG you've ever seen at all. It's more action-based and travel-based, but I'm having a good time with it so far. We'll see what happens as we get further into it. We're about to finish like the major quest line for the capital city, and I'm assuming the game will probably open up more after that. We have like one more. I want to level up the capital city at the end, and then we have to go do one more monster hunt. And after we've done that, we return, and then we get to see what the next part of the game is. So we'll see tonight. Cool. Now tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big one, because tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, on Tuesday, April 2nd, mark it on your calendars, mark it in history, etch it on the nice stone tablet. Hell, carve it into the cave wall. Tomorrow is the return of Elden Ring to DSP Gaming after about a year away. All right? Last year, I started my second magic run of the game, and we got 39 hours in, and my magic run had become incredibly powerful. The last thing I had done in my playthrough, I melted the Lich Dragon. Like, melted him. I got under him, and I just used this Kamehameha spell, whatever the hell it's called, Star Beam, or whatever the hell it's called, I don't even remember. And it just, and his whole energy bar went, and it was done. I was like, that is crazy good, man. That is just so powerful. Now, I haven't played this game in a year. Already I can tell you I'm going to be rusty. I don't even remember how to do the magic build. I don't. Like, I remember I have to, like, there's a setup to it. Like, don't you have to buff yourself first? Then you have to, like, put down a rune, stand on the rune, then charge, and activate the beam. So that's a lot, right? Just to get one attack off. So I don't remember exactly how that's going to work, okay? So we'll see, but I'm excited to get back into it. We have a lot to do still. We still have to do the second challenging underground area. I remember there's all these magical enemies you have to fight there. This eventually leads you to the big boss fight against the alien. And then we have the other magic plateau with dragons. And then we have other stuff to do. We have to go to the upper right-hand corner of the map. We have to fight all the frozen enemies, the giants. Then we have to go underground to Moog's Blood Palace. So with all the stuff that's left, Elden Ringers rejoice and raise your hands into the form of a spherical motion here. Because Elden Ring returns tomorrow, and we got to get back into it. The thing is, I know I'm going to be so rusty that likely I'm going to have to practice a bit. I don't think we're going to be able to jump right into the hardest part. So maybe we'll, like, go to one of the optional dungeons or whatever that were off to the side and maybe do a run in it just to let me get readjusted and reacclimated to the game and remember how to play it with this build and everything. So I wouldn't expect tomorrow to be major progress at all. Tomorrow's like, welcome back to the world of Elden Ring. Get readjusted. Feel at home again so that we can continue on with some of the harder content coming up in the playthrough. We're at hour 39. Hour 40 is welcome back after a year, just kind of chill, okay? So now the other fun part about this is, obviously this is building up to the DLC coming out in June. So what I want to do is over the course of April, I want to get to that point where we've beaten Moog's Blood Palace. And now we're set up and ready for the DLC in June. And some people have already said, are you going to go back to the Hallig Tree? I don't know. Because the thing is, I don't need to. Like, we've already beaten the Hallig Tree in the first run. It's definitely the hardest part of the game. But I've already beaten it, seen it. There's no real point to doing it a second time when I'm really doing this to set up for the DLC, which probably will be harder than the Hallig Tree, right? I also don't want to over-level because I don't know what level the DLC will be. Likely the DLC will not scale, right? I don't think DLCs have ever scaled in a FromSoft game. So I don't want to walk into this DLC, wait, like level 200, because I did the Hallig Tree, and then everything's like piss easy. You know what I mean? We don't know yet. They didn't give that information out yet, did they? Like what level it'll be or what they're expecting you, what their expected level is. So I guess we'll see as I play Elden Ring over the course of April, you know, what content I'll really do. But I just told you kind of what I want to complete the magic quest line because that's going to make my build even better. That's the whole Lonnie quest line, right? Or no, Ronnie, the Ronnie quest line. I want to complete that, obviously. But outside of that, I don't know. I'm definitely on the fence about redoing Hallig Tree just because I don't know if it's viable, if it's even necessary. And I don't want to put myself out of range of the DLC. So we'll see as I play Elden Ring over them. Also, it depends on how many people are liking it, how it's doing. If, you know, if everything's going well and you guys are liking Elden Ring, then maybe we'll do as much content as possible. If you don't, if you're like, it's all right, then we don't have to do as much. We just get in line, get ready for the DLC, get to the Moog's Palace and finish it and then just stop there, right? The DLC will be Sekiro styled. Every boss you beat makes you stronger. It scales independently of the main game. I don't know what that means. That's the second time I heard someone say, oh, it's like Sekiro. Every boss makes you stronger. What does that even mean? I don't remember that in Sekiro at all. I don't. I really don't. How did Sekiro work? Every time you beat a boss, you leveled up? How do I not remember that at all? Seriously. I have no recollection of that whatsoever. Whatever. Anyway, so yes, tomorrow, I'm very excited for the return of Elden Ring and to see how it does. I hope you guys will join me for it as I get reacclimated to the universe, okay? Tomorrow night on the late stream, I'm going to attempt to play the Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection, which apparently has been fully patched, updated, and improved since its launch over 2 weeks ago when it was a humongous botched fail because it didn't work. It was glitchy as hell, lag, teleporting, hit detection was off. It was just a mess and completely unplayable. Supposedly they fixed it. They made it now. It's actually playable. Of course, the problem now is the player base is way less. But maybe we'll be able to jump in and enjoy a nice night of it. We'll see. I'm curious to see how it will do. Number one, how it will play, if it'll be fun to play and viable and working. And number two, if people will actually come to watch me play this game as a multiplayer game. I don't know. We'll see. Let's give it a shot tomorrow night and find out. And then Wednesday will just be another day like today, more Alone in the Dark and more Dragon's Dogma 2, and that ends my streaming week. I'm off from streaming on Thursday. When I return on Friday, it's going to be more Elden Ring, and if it worked, more Battlefront. If it didn't work, we'll find something else to do on Friday night, whether it's Dragon's Dogma or whatever, we'll figure it out. Okay? Then Saturday, April 6th is my big birthday bash marathon event for 2024. So now it's real.
I mean, I feel like I really should potentially make the most of us being a potential thumbnail image.
Okay, then Saturday, April 6th is my...
Hold on, so... I mean... I don't know, it's just what the hell. Yeah, I wasn't going to say that, D-Dog, but I had a feeling you would. Yeah, I'll just let D-Dog's comments right there sum up what is happening. Jesus Christ. Let's see, is there a good potential thumbnail here? His fucking wee hands won't stop moving. Look at that could be a good one. Right there. Phil's victory pose. There we go. We'll have this as a fucking... we'll see how this does. As a wee victory pose. I beat the trolls. I deleted the poll. Look at me. I'm so... Jesus Christ, man. What the hell? Give me a second here. So I've got a website ready to go. Here we go. And... let's see how this looks. It looks a bit weird at the bottom there, but other than that, I think that's quite decent. Now let me throw that in my members Discord, and they can have all sorts of bizarre fun with that. Oh my god. Tacozilla, what have you done? How dare you, Tacozilla? You took Father Jack from the popular TV sitcom Father Ted, and you put Phil's face on him. How dare you dirty fecker? How fucking dare you? Oh my god, poor Father Jack. His poor face has had DSP been put onto it. Ah, fecker, stink, and everything else. Yeah. I'll love the fact Father Ted is a fucking great fucking TV show. I'll love that so much. But yeah, this is an alcohol-loving priestess. His vocabulary consists of feck, drink, arse. Pretty much in that order. Oh, for God's sake. And that would be an ecumenical matter. But it is a wee joke for people that watch the show. Anyway, Tacozilla once again going too far with his artwork.
Bash Marathon event for 2024. So now it's really starting to solidify. We're starting to see what exactly it is we're going to be doing during this event. So let's very briefly recap what we'll be doing. Number one, I'll be drinking. We're gonna have liquor of some kind. I already have the Long Island iced tea left over from the Super Bowl event, but I'll try to get something else. I don't know what it'll be, but I'll have some liquor to drink over the course of the day as we relax together. Number two, schedule update. Going through the games release schedule for the rest of the year, solidifying the dates and games that I definitely want to play, finding the times of year where there won't be as much, where it'll be lighter, and then trying to maybe brainstorm ideas of games or playthroughs we can do during those empty parts, okay? Number three, we're gonna do a special React event where I'm going to be reacting live to my most viewed videos of all time on YouTube, including videos from the Dark Side Phil channel, this DSP Gaming channel, my old vlogging channel, as well as the KO Gaming channel when it was called KO Gaming. So it's going to be neat. I'm going to make a playlist of actually in order the most viewed video and then count them down basically, and we're going to watch them together. And that's going to probably be pretty fun to do, to see this trip down memory lane for my birthday. Number four, food. I'll have some food delivered that day, and we'll have a meal together, a feasting with Phil, if you will, which you guys seem to enjoy. Number five, cake. My wife will be making me a birthday cake live that day, and I'll be having a slice of it live on stream. And outside of that, since that probably is going to be a lot of content, no matter, even just that, we'll see where the day takes us. I believe that Derek said he was making some kind of a celebratory questionnaire that we could do together, where it'll be like questions about me and my history that we could like do a live quiz together and see who gets the questions right and stuff like that. In addition to that, I'm totally down for like multiplayer gameplay. Like if you wanted to see me do some Battlefront, or maybe you want to see me return to Street Fighter 6 for the first time in months and do some casual matches with the characters that I'm good with, I'd be down for something like that as well. Whatever the day takes us, I'm totally okay with that. Let's see how it goes and go from there. So yeah, let's find out. All right, it'll be a fun, chill, relaxing day. I'm sure we're gonna have some people coming by to wish me happy birthday. A good day to swing by just to say hello and hang out for a few minutes. Whether you could be here all day, or you could be here for just a few minutes, it's still gonna be a relaxing, fun day where we just spend time together. I'm really viewing it as a day of just relaxation and celebration. This is not ultra serious. It's not like, oh, we have all these segments that we absolutely must complete in this time frame and we have to do this. No, it's more like just lean back and relax. What do you guys want to do now? Right? What's next? You want to just chill? Want to just talk for an hour? You want to have a topic conversation? You want to play a game? You want to do this? It's more relaxing. That's what it's all about. It's about a relaxing day to celebrate my birthday. All right? Because I'm turning 42, and 42 is the answer to the life, the universe, and everything. The problem is we don't know the question. So it's kind of useless information. But I will be that age. Finally, I'll be that magic age. I've been waiting my whole life to hit this age to say that, and I'll actually be able to do that.
Who fucking cares?
Little Douglas Adams humor for those of you who don't know what in the holy hell I'm talking about. So. Okay. Anyway, all right. So that's Saturday. Then Sunday, React Day. We'll have my DSP versus the Internet clip show, and then Retro React, and we're gonna see how your poll goes. We're gonna see what people are saying over the course of the week. there's more trolling activities in the poll. I'm just gonna disregard it. We're gonna do whatever. But we'll see. We'll see what you guys vote for and what people comment and say and stuff like that. And then after that, still have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll probably finish up Alone in the Dark next week because the game's not that long. For everyone to understand, if you rush through it and you know the answer to every puzzle and you kind of skip story elements, it's about 10 hours. If you take your time, you do the puzzles, you read all the logs, and you understand the story, it's about 15 hours. So probably we're going to beat it next week, which is good. That means we'll actually beat a game within like a year to a year and a half, or a year. Wow, a week or a week and a half after playing it. I rarely beat games that fast these days, so it'll be nice to have that playthrough done. And then basically start maybe something new. What would it be? I have no clue. Could it be a game we missed? Could it be a game that I started and you want me to resume? It could be whatever. We'll talk about it. I'm sure we'll figure it out when we get there. All right, but I want to jump the gun and get too ahead of myself. In addition, on my birthday, we're going to look at what games are out or coming out that you might want to see me play, and that'll help me make my decision. I actually heard there was another survival horror style game that was very interesting. People said it's right up my alley, the type of game I would want to play, and it did come out during like the last 2 months, and it just completely went over my head because I was playing these RPGs, but I can't remember what it was. Now that I'm thinking about it, I remember someone distinctly talking about it in the chat saying, this is really good for you, and I can't remember what it was. But I might like to stay on the track. If Alone in the Dark does good, it's doing good right now, maybe I want to keep that pattern going. You know what I mean? But I can't remember what the hell it was. There's a Souls game where you play as a crab coming out in April. Yeah, someone told me about that too. A crab Dark Souls game. It's not really Dark Souls, but it's that style of difficult game where you play as a crab. Oh, that was it. Definitely Pizza Tower. That was the name of the game. Anyway, all right. So that's what's going on with schedule and everything right now. I'm looking forward right now to my birthday event on Saturday. I think that's going to be pretty special. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for DSP News. It is absolutely official. As of this morning, Elon Musk is purchasing Take-Two Games, saying that he wants to advance video games to the next level, just like he's done with his purchase of Twitter and turning it into X. In addition, CD Projekt Red has announced, in light of this news, their collaboration with Rockstar to make a hybrid Grand Theft Auto Cyberpunk game.
That's funny.
Now, I wish that I was joking, but this is just stupid. It's April 1st, and these are the dumb news stories that are all over the internet right now. Like the dumbest things possible you can think of. Like, first of all, just think about this. Elon Musk buying Take-Two Games. Elon Musk is up to his fucking hair plugs in debt. You understand? He spent so much money to buy Twitter, and Twitter has not turned a profit for him. So he's completely up to it in debt. He can't buy anything else right now, even if he wanted to. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to start buying fucking game companies. Okay? He'd be out of his fucking mind to do that. So, no, he's not buying any game companies. Cyberpunk teaming up with GTA. Just think about it. Rockstar and CD Projekt Red together. Why would they do that? They're direct competitors. Why would they team up in order to make that? It doesn't even make any sense. Like, why, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense at all. That they would be teaming up. They want to make games that are going to be good and make money for each themselves.
It's a fucking joke, Phil.
There's no need for collaboration there. They would never do that. So, anyway, basically, this is the bunk of news. And there's like no exaggeration. I saw like 10 stories like this morning, and I was like, I'm not doing a DSP news segment today. There's no point on April 1st.
What do you fucking call this fucking crap then?
There's absolutely no point in paying any attention to really anything going on the internet. If there's something fun going on, like me, I'm streaming, I'm playing games. It's not a super serious thing. That's one thing.
But is that meant to be fun? Because this is fucking torture.
But you can't believe a word anyone says on the internet today. Everyone's gonna be so full of shit with everything that it's like, it's not, it doesn't make sense. So I wish that we could have a nice news segment today, right? We could relax and talk about stuff coming up. But it's
so Phil's like, I can't do my usual news segment because I can't trust what I'm reading today. Like he goes on Twitter or X or whatever, and he's like, I'm gonna get my news stories for today, and it's all like these fucking spoof fucking joke articles, and Phil's like, oh no, my news segment's ruined because people are making jokes and they're making funnies. Phil, just do your fucking due diligence. Oh god, D-Dog's saying apparently it gets worse. There's a potential thumbnail coming up after the news. Oh, fuck me.
It's just a complete waste of everyone's time. The sad fact is there probably will be like one person who has like a real news announcement to make today, and they idiotically will actually release it today, and no one will believe that, right? I remember 20 years ago, Google announced Gmail. Gmail is launching on April 1st, 2004. And everyone said, April Fools, that's a funny joke. Google would never do email. They couldn't find out it was real. They're just idiots. They put out their fucking press event on April 1st. Like people would believe them. They're so stupid. And then like a few days later, people were like, oh wait, what? It actually exists? Huh? And now everyone uses Gmail, right? Anyway.
Well, you don't, Phil. You still fucking use Hotmail.
So, yeah, pretty silly. But no, there's no news segment today. I'm not wasting my time. I'm sure maybe we'll have some real news tomorrow to talk about. But yeah, don't listen to any nonsense on the internet right now. You're just gonna be wasting your time. Okay, cool. Well, what I think we should do, let's do a few shout outs because I have a few to do already. Let's see where that leads us. If that leads into discussion, great. Excuse me. If not, and we want to do something else, we want to do Q&A, you want to do suggestion box.
Hey, Phil's like Q&A, finally.
Burger.
Long overdue if I'm going to say Q&A.
Let's see. But let's start with the shout outs so that way we can get people get credit and get questions answered and the like first, okay? All right, so, and by the way, I'm already feeling good about my choice to wear this today. The sun has come out and is beating on the office wall already, and I'm feeling nice and cool wearing this. I'm so happy that I made the choice to wear the shorts and the short sleeve shirt today.
Who fucking
And by the way,
cares?
this is the shirt I was telling you guys about the other day when I went shopping on my day off. This is Izod. It's Saltwater is the brand, I think it's called, or something like that, or the line, and I got it for $12. And then you go to the store, like we went right to a regular clothing store, not a discount store after, and we saw these shirts for $45, and I was like, good stuff. Anyway.
But Phil, the problem was you didn't just fucking spend $45 on one shirt. You spent $60 on 5 of them. Yeah, sure, you fucking saved money per shirt, but you still spent more money than you probably would have intended to because you bulk bought a bunch of shirts that were discounted. And apparently you're fucking struggling for money right now for paying your bills, and your YouTube's performing terribly for you and all that shit.
Okay, let's get started. BB Phil did a super chat this morning, says, any news on a possible new variety necklace goal? Right now, I'm not too keen on wearing jewelry or necklaces, no. I'm not really caring about that so much. Someone made a suggestion. Oh, okay. Someone made a suggestion the other day. You ready for this? I forgot about this. I was playing Alone in the Dark, and the main character wears a fedora, and I have a red fedora, and we ended up wearing it on that stream. But he also has, like, a tie, like, he dresses nicely. And someone said,
Oh, don't you fucking dare. This fucker gonna fucking bust out one of his old fucking ties from fucking 2007.
do you have any ties in your house? And I was like, well, I don't dress up in a shirt and tie. And they're like, well, do you have them? And I looked, and guess what? Lo and behold.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I do have 2 ties.
I mean... Give me a second. Give me a second.
And I looked, and guess what? Lo and behold, I do have...
I hate how he looks away. Just make sure, and you just look forward, Phil.
2 ties. All right, from years and years ago.
Oh god, he's holding up to his head. What the hell? Oh, for God's sake.
I think I bought these ties for my wedding because I wasn't sure which one I wanted to wear.
Oh my god, those are awful ties for a wedding. Oh, the right one. The right one's certainly better than the left one for a fucking wedding. For your own wedding? Even still, oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on, hold on. Give me a second here. I need to find something. Give me a second here. Give me a second here. I'm trying to find this. Where can I find it? There we go. Well, the issue with that is that we know what happened. Like, this was Phil's wedding picture, and he wore a plain tie, a plain blue tie. that was what he wore for his wedding. I wonder if Kat can still fit in that dress that she borrowed from Phil's mum. Jeez. Oh god. Jesus, man. So yeah, him holding up these as autos, my bad. Him holding up these up. I can only imagine his father's like, you're not wearing those fucking ties. This is probably a tie that his dad gave him. Jesus, man. I need to hear that again. Hold on. Let's. Hold on. Oh, Jesus, man. It's too funny. It's too fucking funny. Let's see. There we go. We'll hold up there. That's a thumbnail right there, I think. There's a potential thumbnail. So give me a second here while I work my magic. And by my magic, of course, I mean the website does it for me. Jesus, man. Apparently there's a better thumbnail coming. They can't remove the background. The tie was too confusing. I guess I'll just copy the image and just throw the whole image in my Discord. Tacozilla, you work fast. Tacozilla has this. DSP choking some chickens. I don't know. It's impressive. It's impressive. That's another tackles abomination right there. But yeah, sorry, hold on. Let's just rewind this, and let's just see what Phil says.
Guess what? Lo and behold, I do have 2 ties. All right, from years and years ago. I think I bought these ties for my wedding because I wasn't sure which one I wanted to wear. So I think I bought both, and then I just chose that day which one I was going to wear, and I couldn't even answer for you which one I wore. I have no idea. So I do have 2 ties.
It was neither of them, Phil. This is your tie you wore. This right. Oh, god damn.
And someone said to me, Phil, do you remember how to tie a tie?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Let's see. Do I remember how to tie a tie? Well, this might be very sloppy because I haven't done this in ages, okay? I think it goes somewhat like this, see if I remember. You gotta hold it like tight here, and you go around. Well, it's catching on my shirt. You go around like this. Yep. You hold it, right? And then you just have it go up and over and through. Like this. So I did it, but it's horrible. I did tie it, but it's incredibly sloppy. But I did tie it from memory. Look at that. I haven't done that in a long time. So there you go. I actually remembered how to do it. It's really bad. It's not even or anything. What I would do is you adjust it. You make it more even, right? But that's what it is. It's muscle memory. You know, I did it so much when I was in high school. It was a private high school, and you either had to wear a shirt and tie or a polo shirt. So I would alternate. And then I had an office job for a while. I had an office job where you had to wear a shirt and tie or something else. You know what I'm saying? So there you go.
Oh my god. Jesus. I'm just going to. I'm just going to. Give me a second. Give me a wee second here. So sorry. It's too good not to. It's too good not to. So please bear with me here while let's see if this works okay. I'm moving the background. Or is the website going to crap itself again? No, we got it. We got it. There we go. Fantastic stuff indeed. Let me eat that towards my members. Fantastic stuff. Oh my god. Diablo was asking how many screenshots do you already have from this pig. Today it's like 3 or 4. Like for this podcast, there's 3. That one, which didn't work properly, and this one. For the podcast alone, 3. Oh, bloody hell, man. I just love how he doesn't even remember, like, his wedding day, like, tie. He thought it was one of those ties. I guarantee you, he probably had him in a suitcase and his dad told him, no, I'll give you a tie, son. Don't wear those 2. Those are terrible.
I can tie a tie. It just, from memory, it's sloppy. It doesn't look great. You know, you can adjust it after the fact. You know, pull the shirt out, you know. There you go. Anyway, so yes, I can tie a tie, and we have them. Now, it's silly because people are like, will you have a tie goal on your stream? By the way, just unties just like that. All you gotta do is pull it. Will you have a tie goal on your stream? Probably not. Unless people really, really wanted it, right?
For God's sake. Oh my god. A tie goal. What, $200 you put on a fucking tie and pretend you're a fucking professional at your fucking job?
I don't know why people would care so much about a tie goal on the stream. If we were gonna do a tie goal, then it would replace the vest, basically, right? We do underglasses, hat, tie. I guess if we hit $200, then we would add the vest or something like that. Do you really think that when I'm playing Alone in the Dark, that we're gonna be hitting $200 in tips? I don't. We didn't do that ever in like months and months. I don't think we're hitting that. You know?
What do you mean you haven't done that in months and months, Phil? You hit $196 a few days ago playing Baldur's Gate 3. And like a dragon, we're gonna had $173. The day before you had 200. Phil, you are delusional, and you're trying to fucking pretend to your audience. On the 27th of March, you had $211. On the 16th of March, you had $212. You hit the fucking the $200 fucking mark 3 times in the month of March. The 1st of March as well. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, 228 buckaroos. Jesus, man. But yeah, it doesn't hit $200, guys. It doesn't happen. Oh, for fuck's sake. Olympus saying is a speedrunner who wears a full suit for 12-hour speedruns. He's a fucking nutter then.
But I think, you know, it's just something silly to show you that I have it. Yes, I can still tie it. A good tie too, Nautica. It's a Nautica tie, and you know, from a bygone era of my life, where I used to wear this kind of stuff all the time for work. Right? There you have it. Cool. Okay. BB Phil did another super chat and said, do we donate for shots? Do you drink if you die in a video game, like in a drinking game? How will it work? Or do you just drink if you feel like it? Or the whole idea of donating for shots, like I did that for a year and I thought it was all right. And then basically the gimmick died out. People were like, this is stupid. So I stopped doing it.
No, people stopped giving you money. You were hoping for $100 per fucking shot and it wasn't happening. And so you're like, oh, I better change my strategy.
You know, the whole idea is I do want to have like a buzz during my birthday. So I think I'm just going to drink over the course of the day. Maybe we could figure something out that if I have hard liquors, I don't know what I'm going to have yet. That we maybe have like hard liquor or whatever, and someone does a big contribution, then I'll commit to
Oh, Phil said contribution finally. I don't know. He messed it earlier on as well, to be fair. I might have missed it, but yeah.
Burger.
Contributions.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
There we go. So we are 4 away from a full house. We are 5 burps away from a free space. We are 6 snorts away from a free space. And I think we're almost got 100 likes. Remember, 100 likes is a free space as well. And I think we're like 15 away or something. Not sure. I can't see my likes counter. Relying on you guys to let me know how many likes we've got.
Taking a shot or something like that, but it won't be like a goal or anything. It'll just be something that we do, right? But I don't want the whole day to just be about, gee, will people contribute and get Phil sloshed? Like, that's not the point of the birthday marathon, okay?
But the point is to give you money and lots of it.
Your boy Lem, 31 months as a member. The last member milestone I remember was like 25, so he can't even he can't remember the last time when he was paying attention. But here he just hit 31. You know, guys, it's April. In May, some people will be hitting their 3-year anniversary, and they're going to earn the Diamond Crown in chat.
Who fucking cares?
The longest running supporters will be hitting that big milestone come next month.
Who fucking
cool, right?
cares?
All right. LK did a super chat and says bragging about cheap clothes is not a W. Bragging about cheap clothes is not a W. First of all, I wasn't aware that I was bragging.
Yeah, Phil, when you fucking say, oh, look at my shirt, isn't it a nice shirt? I got it for $12 fucking dollars. Other places it's more expensive, but I got this one for $12. It sounds like a brag to me. Also, we have 100 likes now apparently, so guys, thank you very much for liking the bingo stream, and as well as earning a free space on the bingo card, you guys also get to enjoy the Buzz animation made by supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes. Remember, keep an eye on the bottom right for Jasper to do his thing. Welcome up, Jasper. Good cat. Excellent stuff indeed. There we fucking go.
I was informing. I'm here to sometimes try to give some useful tidbits of information to my audience. And what I've been saying is, you can get shirts like this, which actually is a designer shirt. Izod is a designer clothing brand. It's not an El Cheapo knockoff brand. It's a name brand. And you can get shirts like this by going to one of these more discount stores. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go to, there's one of them that's a reseller where it's either very lightly used or never used clothing, and you can get it for super cheap. Or there's other ones. There's ones like, what is it? Like Marshalls, or Burlington, or what's the other one? There's like 3 major ones that all do it the same way. Okay, and basically you're getting the same clothes. You're just getting them for a big discount because they didn't sell when they were on the store shelves of the full price store. Ross, that's another one. Ross is another one. Correct. Games, I never heard of Games, but maybe Games is one too. But Ross is definitely one, right? So you just go right in, and I mean, yeah, it's a mess. Those stores are usually messy. Nothing's organized. They claim to organize by size, but half the time they don't. It's all messed up. But you just go in there. You're basically, it's last season's clothes. Big fucking deal. Do you really need to wear the clothes the season that they're sold new? That's like saying you can't drive a car that's last year's model. Oh, I can't do that. I have to always have this year's model. Like, what are you, a fucking rich idiot, right? Of course not. But yeah, you go in there and everything's cheap. Like I said, this shirt was I want to say this shirt was $12.99. So $12.99, brand new. Still had the new tags on, everything, never sold. Designer shirt, looks nice, comfortable. You go right across the street to the full price clothing store. They're selling the same shirts for $45. It's the same fucking shirt, right? So why are you gonna pay $45? So are you saying that if I went to the full price clothing store, right, and I came in on the stream and I said, hey, I just spent $50 on this shirt, that's a brag, that's worth bragging about? No, it's not. You're stupid. You went to the store and you bought it for way more than it's worth because you're an idiot. You want to brag about you blew your money like an irresponsible idiot. How is that a brag? Right? When someone, look what I got. I got a fucking crazy wristwatch. You know what I say? You're an idiot. First of all, who the fuck needs a watch? Your phone tells the time now. No one needs a watch anymore. It's complete.
I wear a watch. It was a fucking gift, and it looks smart. I wear it to the office, and it gets, and thankfully, it helps me tell the time without resorting to my fucking phone. Because randomly pulling my fucking phone out just to check the fucking time is a bit unprofessional sometimes, whereas you just fucking having the watch on your wrist isn't as unprofessional.
Completely worthless piece of technology that's completely outdated. You blew money on something that's completely worthless. You could have spent on anything else. You're an idiot. So your point here is no point. You're an idiot. You're saying basically I'm bragging about cheap clothes. Not bragging, helping my audience. I'm telling you, hey, don't go to that name brand clothing store. Go across the street to the store where everything is the same quality.
Did Phil accidentally fucking reveal the fucking man tits there for a second?
Your point here is no point. You're an idiot. You're saying basically I'm bragging about cheap clothes.
Yeah, they are. Like, I'm gonna reveal the moobs. And they say, ah, shit.
Not bragging, helping my audience. I'm telling you, hey, don't go to that name brand clothing store. Go across the street to the store where everything is the same quality and you can get it for cheap. That's what I do. And that's how because people have been asking me, how'd you end up with all those shirts? You know, you're not spending a lot of money on that, are you? No, I am not spending a lot of money on these clothes whatsoever. I would not.
You dropped $60 on 5 of them, Phil. Money you apparently don't have.
I'm not that kind of guy. But it's funny because I've been getting nice clothes on the cheap. I want to help out my audience and tell them how I'm doing it. That's a brag? No, that's advice, you fucking idiot. So, thanks for the super chat, dumb face. Okay. All right.
Can we take a second just to fucking appreciate how fucking cringe the insult of dumb face is? You fucking tell him, Phil. He's like, you fucking bragging about cheap clothes is not really a brag. And Phil's like, I'm not bragging. But yeah, nice try, dumb face. And Phil's like, I got him. Now to ban him before I can fucking respond.
Tegan did a super chat and says, a suggestion, doing air ads for your own products or sponsorships. You could be the Paul Harvey of YouTube. I have no clue what you're talking about. What is an air ads and who is Paul Harvey? I don't know. Thanks for the super chat, though. I appreciate it. Excuse me. I don't know. I never heard of him. Okay. So that's the YouTube side of stuff so far. Now we scoot over and we got the first tip of the day. It's a $15 tip from BB Phil. Wow, BB Phil's all over the place. BB Phil with super chats and BB Phil with a tip. Thank you, BB Phil, for the first tip of the day.
I make the rules. What I say goes. This is my land. A nice lean-in manual.
Who fucking cares?
I don't know what the hell it was. I missed it like 7 times in a row. Okay, so BB Phil said the following. Final attempt to salvage Phil's feast for Europeans. Well, I'm really looking forward to it. I understand we can't buy the exact same meal for the same chef. Can you announce at 1 p.m. what you're having? Or a local place you're getting? Are you going to get some kimchi or bibimbap or whatever else? I live in a big city. I can at least attempt to match the dish. Even though my bibimbap would be very different, I still feel more like we're having a meal together. Also, ordering at 4 p.m. on your end, you'll have to announce the order at 1. I don't even know. Here's the thing. My wife and I probably won't even know what we're doing until the night before. Just being honest. Like, we'll probably look at food the week and then decide the night before. We'll probably end up, like, ordering the night before because you can order ahead of time. So that way, it's already set up and we don't have to, like, rush to do it or whatever. Well, I have no idea what we're doing right now. Maybe I can tell you during that stream. We'll see. But I don't know. Sometimes I just like to have it be a mystery because then it's the element of surprise when I do it and people are more interested, right? Like, what if I announced, I'm getting a big sandwich? And people are like, sandwiches aren't that interesting. And then people won't tune in. But I don't say what it is. And more people say, oh, I wonder what Phil ordered for food. And he'll show up to see what it is during that segment, right? So, and by the way, I'm not saying I'm getting a sandwich. We're probably not getting a sandwich. It'll probably be something else from a restaurant that, you know, more fancy or something. We'll have to see. But anyway, do you see my point? If I know ahead of time and I feel like telling you, I will. But I don't know. Right now, I have no clue what I'm going to do. Okay? Okay. So thank you, BB Phil, for the first tip of the day. I really appreciate that. See, Don Finucci says, do some authentic Italian. Get some eggplant parmesan and calamari. You know, I wish. I seriously wish. There just aren't many real Italian restaurants out here. And what I mean by that is, I'm serious about this now. The most popular Italian restaurant out here in this area of the country is Olive Garden. That's terrible. Olive Garden is awful. It is so fake. It is totally not real Italian food in any way, shape, or form. It's basically a bastardization, an American knockoff. It's absolutely fucking terrible. Okay? I hate it. I've had it like 3 times in my life, and every time I've said, maybe they've changed and improved, and every time I go to get it, and I'm like, what the fuck did I do to myself? Right? It's the same as going to like Red Lobster and expecting you're going to get authentic, awesome quality Italian food. Because if you don't know, Red Lobster and Olive Garden are exactly the same company. They just brand their food differently, but it's the same exact company. That's why all the food sucks. Anyway, so there are a few Italian restaurants out here that aren't bad, but they're just too far away. Like, they're way far away. One of them is like 45 minutes away. One of them, again, is like 40 minutes away. So none of the delivery places will get food from them. They're all considered out of range. So we can never get Italian food. Like, we never do. We haven't had Italian food in years. I think since Kat moved in with me in 2018, we've maybe had Italian food a grand total of 4 times. Now, I'm not counting pizza, by the way. I'm just saying real sit-down Italian restaurant food. We've only been at like maybe 4 times. So, excuse me. Whew. You could make it. I mean, yeah, of course I could make Italian food. I could make my own sauce and we could have pasta. But what's the point? The point was that we're ordering food for my birthday. Now I'm making food on my birthday. I don't have a favorite pasta. I think that pastas are good in different situations. Like if I'm at a restaurant and I'm ordering a main dish like a chicken parm and they offer me a side of pasta, I prefer like a side of spaghetti or a side of linguine with just a basic marinara. If you were asking me what
I thought you preferred pen. I thought you preferred penny pasta.
about a dish that has like other stuff in it, like meat and stuff, then I probably prefer like a short noodle pasta. Because that way I don't have to be slurping it up with stuff going all over the place with other ingredients and making a big mess. You know, like maybe a rigatoni or penne or something like that. But
Hey, it said penne. There we go. I don't know. I never know how to pronounce it. I sometimes pronounce it as pen pasta and sometimes penny. Like, I don't know. As some sort of fucking dumb Scottish bastard, I don't know how to pronounce fucking penny pasta. Is the E silent or not? You know, it's a fucking foreign language word technically. But yeah, there we go. Phil has described, in case people are wondering, Phil said like years ago his favourite type of pasta to eat was penny pasta. Because it's like, you know, it's easy to eat and all that shit, and people made fun of him for it, you know. And people just made memes and jokes with it. So Phil gets a bit annoyed sometimes about that. It doesn't happen as much these days, but it came up years ago, and Phil got made fun of for it.
I also like other pastas that are like stuff like I like not ravioli. What's the little one? Tortellini. I like tortellinis. I think tortellinis are great. You know, and you can have meat in those. You can have cheese in those. There's all kinds of different pastas that are amazing. So I really don't have a particular favorite. I think that they're all good in different things. But I like risotto. You know, I've only had risotto a few times. And usually it was like as a side or something. So I don't think that I've ever had like a major, I just ate a risotto for dinner. So I don't really know. I'd have to get a good risotto from someone that knows what they're doing, I think, to make a comment on it. Squid ink risotto? That sounds interesting. I wonder if it tastes very different. If it's just the coloring because it had the squid ink in it, or if it legit tastes like a flavor because the ink tastes like something. I don't know. Yeah, the classic DSP beam, I prefer a penne. Because it's easy to eat. I don't even remember saying it, but I must have said it at some point and someone made a meme out of it, right?
You absolutely did.
I don't remember actually saying it, though. I should get back to the East Coast. Why would I want to do that, exactly? When I lived on the East Coast, all right, the weather was atrociously bad. The prices were sky high. The taxes were sky high. It was overpopulated, overcrowded. The only benefit was, like, the food. And, of course, my parents being there. But that's it.
And I love how the fucking parents are a fucking afterthought. It's like the only good thing about fucking Connecticut was the goddamn food. I was like, oh yeah, and my fucking mother and father. Those guys as well.
Like, there was nothing else of value there. Okay, there was one other thing. I miss diner food, and I miss small independent restaurants doing good food, like American style. Like, I like going to Duchess. I like going...
It's food. Everything about fucking back home, the best part about being back home is food. The parents were a fucking goddamn afterthought. But Phil misses the food more than his goddamn mummy and daddy. That shows you how much he fucking cares about fucking family. Mr. fucking family fucking orientated, Mr. fucking loving wife and his fucking son, cat. And like, he doesn't even care about his own mother and father. And I bet he as well doesn't fucking give a shit about Cat's family either. Mr. fucking family guy doesn't give a shit about his family. Only his wife and his son, Cat.
Going to Tomlinson's. I like going to diners in the area and sitting down and just getting a fresh plate of food. They don't have that kind of stuff out here. Because out here it's all Asian culture. Because when Asians come to the United States, they go to this airport over here, SeaTac, and a lot of them just settled here when they came to the States. So all the restaurants around here are primarily from Asia. So you've got all kinds of, Japanese, Chinese, Filipino, Vietnamese, Hawaiian, Indian, and then even some Mediterranean. There's like some Mediterranean restaurants, but it's like, where's the Italian restaurants? They don't exist. Where's the American style fare? Like an actual American style diner doesn't exist. That's not out here. So that's what it's like. It's like very cultural stuff, which is good. It's good to have that cultural flair and variety. But then when you just want to go back, it's like, all right, I just want something more basic American. Oh, it's not here. Like, oh shit. Well, that sucks. All right, what are you gonna do? So anyway, yeah, that's what I miss. So I would say that I miss true Italian food, I miss American fare food, and I miss my parents. That's what I miss about the East Coast. Outside of that, there's no reason for me to go back to the East Coast at all. At all.
Friends? What about your friends, Phil? Don't you have any friends you miss back on the East Coast? None at all? From none whatsoever? Seriously, Phil? Just, food and family. But not fucking friends.
Fuck you and your friends.
What a dick.
Let's see here. I received a $2.22 tip from a huge throbbing penne. He says, have you had any interest in watching the Emperor romance scene in Baldur's Gate 3? No. Absolutely not. I think that was one specifically for Japanese people who prefer the tentacle persuasion, I think they call it. But I have no interest in seeing that. Thanks. Let's see here. I received a $20 tip from 1 Minute Man.
It's 3 a.m. and I still can't sleep. I guess this is all I will ever be. This is just how time flows.
Biggest tip of the day so far. Let's see what he has to say.
Who fucking
He
cares?
says, oh, what did I do? I screwed this up.
I hope that someday I'll get out of it. I don't know if I ever will. I may be living
Okay, so he says, Alone in the Dark is probably a good choice for you as you recover from RPG overload. However, for a seasoned player, hard difficulty should be more appropriate and make the gameplay more unpredictable. So far, the game seems to be an entry-level game concerning enemies, puzzles, and pacing, as opposed to games like Alan Wake or Evil Within. Would Olive Branch be more appropriate? What does that mean, Olive Branch? I understand your entire comment, and I'm gonna answer it. But what is Olive? He says, would Olive Branch be more appropriate? I don't know what that means. You lost me on the last part. Okay, but in regards to this game, whenever I play a brand new game or a new IP, I always play it on the standard difficulty. So that way, when I judge it fairly. Like, for example, if I played Alone in the Dark on hard on the first run, and then I feel like it's too difficult, well, that's on me because I picked hard. I'm an idiot. I should have played it on the standard difficulty first to see what the game is intended to be like. And then, if I want to do another one later to challenge myself, I play it on hard. There's a few exceptions where I haven't done that. And for example, Resident Evil 2 Remake. The reason that I played it on the hardest difficulty there was because I've already played Resident Evil 2. I already know the entire plot. I already kind of know the general way to play it because I already played the original game. So playing the remake on harder difficulty makes sense. It's kind of like making an added level of challenge for something I might already know a lot about, right? So that's why I did that. Sometimes it backfires. For example, playing Resident Evil 0 on hard, it makes it unfun. You get to the point where you can even soft lock yourself, right? So that's why when I play a game genuinely for the first run, I always do standard. You know, that's why. And I hear what you're saying. Survival horror could be more tense if you pick the harder difficulty. But I definitely, especially after having not finished Resident Evil 0, because I soft locked myself playing the harder difficulty, that's not what I wanted to do with this one. That's a brand new one. So that's why I did that. But fair enough. It's a good suggestion. Now, as for Olive Branch, I don't know what you're talking about.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No!
Would Olive Branch be more appropriate? That I don't get what you mean. You lost me on that part. Everything else in your tip comment, I understood. So thank you for the tip, 1 minute man. Appreciate that. Okay. Let's see here. The Villain. At 34 months as a member at the super supporter level, thank you to The Villain, says, when is the return of Street Fighter 6? Well, we could see it as early as Saturday during my birthday marathon. If you want to see it, I could do a segment of casual play, picking the characters I know, and maybe get me into it again. Okay?
Nope.
As for when will it come back regularly, I'm enjoying my break from fighting games right now. Okay? I really am. We will go back to it. I'm guaranteed to check it out when Akuma comes to Street Fighter 6. That's the earliest that we'll go back like a full-time coverage and trying to get it back to the max. But we don't know when Akuma's coming out yet. There's no date. Nico, thank you for a super chat this morning. I appreciate that, Nico. Let's see. I received another tip here. Thank you guys for your contributions this morning. I got a $3 tip from Big Huge Star Delt Shoulders. Interesting name. Can you add any of your Metal Gear Solid playthroughs in your throwback selection playlist? Would love to see you react to one of those. Oh, fair enough. We could do that. I could react to my classic playthroughs of Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, or 3 if you wanted to see that on Retro React. That's actually a good suggestion. I don't think anyone came up with yet. Thank you. I actually really like that suggestion because people might want to see me flub through and how bad those playthroughs were the first runs. Great suggestion. All right, let's consider that for sure. Let's consider that.
Guarantee he's going to fucking change the poll in the throwback stream and include that. He's going to scrap the poll again on the throwback stream and remove Red Dead Redemption 1 because the trolls infiltrated it. And he'll add on like Metal Gear Solid 1 instead or something.
And maybe we'll get that into the poll for the next one. Good idea. In fact, I would add it into the poll right now, except I already redid the poll this morning. I don't want to keep redoing the poll and having people's votes be erased. So maybe for next week. I really like that idea, actually. Which one would you guys like to see more? Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, or 3?
Who fucking cares?
Would you like to see the react of more?
Fuck you, Phil!
2? You think 2? Yeah, but if you remember, I just want to say this. I already reacted to the This Is How You Don't Play a Metal Gear Solid 2 2 years ago. You remember?
And you didn't have permission for that. Evil Agent said, please don't do that. And you ignored it, and then you illegally downloaded it and then uploaded it on your channel. Basically, Phil has Evil Age's content uploaded on his own channel so he could react to it. That's the long and short of it.
Remember, I already did a react to it. So, I don't know if reacting to 2 makes sense, because I already did that, kind of. Right? I like the idea. That was a great idea. Whoever you were, Giant, what was your name? Giant Delts or whatever? That was actually a significantly good idea. Thanks. I don't know why I didn't even think of that. Sometimes you have a brain fart, right? Like, that's a super good idea. Because everyone always made fun of my original runs of those games. I wasn't intending for those to be serious runs regardless. I was being a jackass during those playthroughs, so. Oh, let's see here. I received a $10 tip. Thank you so much to Gregor. He says, wow, you have editors now? I remember a few years ago, there was no way for you to have paid employees. You've turned your life around financially. Well done. Gregor, I've already stated many times that I don't pay any employees. I can't afford to pay employees. These are people who stepped up and said they wanted to help out with the channel, particularly wanted to help out with the idea of a throwback channel where I preserve my content for posterity purposes. Ideally, these people are learning skills that they're going to use in the future, right? Like they're editing my old content into 30 minutes. They're upscaling.
Are you trying to imply that they might be able to get fucking like proper work because they can say they helped the mighty Dark Side Phil on his shitey channels? He's paying them an exposure. That's what it is. He's paying them exposure, but he's not telling people who they are either. You know, you're not allowed to know who they are because they might get fucking mocked and bullied on the internet. But yeah, they're getting all this experience. Oh my god, Phil. Never change.
Audio scrubbing. They're adding frame rate. You know, they're doing thumbnails. So they're doing all this work, and this work is going to add to their repertoire that they can use in the future. That's why they're doing it. They offered their services to me as a way to make the throwback channel viable and also, you know, get some work experience under their what do they say? Under their skin, under their, I don't even know how you say it. But
under their belts? Under the skin? What is wrong with you? What is, oh my god, under the skin. Under the, oh my god. Oh my god. I need to hear that again. Add that to your fucking blackboard, Steve.
Offered their services to me as a way to make the throwback channel viable and also, you know, get some work experience under their what do they say? Under their skin, under their, I don't even know how you say it. But that's why. No, I can't afford, like, for example, someone who was at OP Boone, he had a great suggestion. He says, why don't you do once a week a night stream where a bunch of people submit content and basically you scrub the content, go through the content and watch the submissions live and react to it. I was like, that'd be great, except I need a team of people to take the content, scrub the content, put it into threads. That's how other YouTubers do it. They pay employees to sit there and edit for them, to edit their content submissions, to do that work for them. I don't have time to do that myself. I'm already here 6 days a week full time, streaming and working as it is. I can't do all that myself or juggle it. And so why don't your editors do it? My editors already have their hands full with what they're doing. Do you not notice the great thumbnails on all the videos? Do you not notice all the work going into DSP throwback?
Nope.
Like they're chock full loaded with work as it is. They can't do any more, right? And I can't pay someone to do it. So that's what I mean. I'm very limited in what I can do. I'm happy that people are enjoying the improvements and things that we're doing, but then continuing to request more and more, it's like you gotta draw a line at some point, you know? But anyway, thank you for the tip. I received a $2 tip from Lady Charisma. I know I'm a few months late. Back when you asked about VR as a display to work, I forgot to mention, I use it when I do 3D modeling. It's a way to get a full view of what you're working on. Not going to be around for the streamers today. I'm a sightseeing. Okay. So you're saying if you use like 3D model viewing in VR. That makes sense. I like that VR has other applications. It's just funny that we never hear about them, right? Like I remember when the PSVR first came out, people were like, oh, when VR technology takes off, you know, doctors could use this as a way to look at scans of the human body and do medical stuff. Like, that's great. Did a doctor ever do that? I mean, we're almost a decade later. Did a doctor seriously ever do that yet? Like, it's like we have this technology that has potential, but no one has ever actually delved into the potential and to see what, you know, what application it really could have. Instead, we're trying to sell it as a game device, and no one really wants it as a game device, hence the failure of the PSVR 2, right? Some doctors do use VR. Well, that's good to hear. Play Cool says, I used my MetaQuest 3 yesterday. I used Wi-Fi with my laptop, and it has multiple screens on the go, and it helps me to work remotely. Oh, that's cool. That is pretty cool. They could use VR for training with construction. It's got a lot of training applications. That's neat. Oh, imagine that. You get a job, like you're going to train, put on this VR headset, and you're in this virtual environment. You can touch things and learn how to do job tasks in a VR environment. That'd be pretty sweet, actually. I don't think I would actually enjoy that. That's a good way to learn. That's true hands-on learning, right?
Why do you pretend to be Italian? I don't. I'm not full-blooded Italian. That'd be ridiculous for me to claim.
Jade says, what about Mortal Kombat 9 in the throwback reacts? Now, when you say that, Jade, do you mean me reacting to it, correct? You don't mean me restoring the playthrough or anything, right? I could see that, like me watching like the story mode. I don't think it wouldn't work for the gameplay, like the competitive play. Maybe watching the story mode of one of the old Mortal Kombats and commenting on that. Yeah, if people want something like that, I don't know if there's demand for something like that, but if people were interested, that would be pretty fun. Good morning, Jack. How are you? Good to see you.
It complements the flavor perfectly.
All right.
And it's so weird because it's nothing like any other cuisine. It really isn't. I can't even tell you another cuisine. It's so good.
I see a few troll accounts in here. I'm just getting rid of them. I'm not gonna put up with the nonsense. Okay. There's a forklift operator VR application. I'm glad to hear that there's useful applications for this outside of gaming. Because I'm just being honest. I just don't think it's ever going to catch on as a mainstream thing with gaming. Just like motion controls never did. There was an era where it was a fad and a gimmick, and then it completely died, and no one wants it anymore, right? It's kind of the same deal. It's just another accessory we don't want. We don't want to put a giant fucking thing on our head to play a video game.
Well, don't pretend you speak for all gamers. Some people enjoy playing VR games. Personally, it's one of those things where it's like, I think there's potential for it to be more mainstream. Although I've not tried a whole lot of it myself, but from what I hear, the people that have got VR headsets, where they enjoy using it. But it's one of those things as well, it'd be nice to try and have, I don't know, could you incorporate VR with a normal game controller, you know? I don't know, it's things like that, you know what I mean? I don't know. Obviously, you want it to, you know, is there a possibility of ways to try and make games as immersive as possible? Not just like, you know, being in that world, but like, you know, how much more realistic can you make it to try and take yourself and put yourself in that game? You know what I mean? There's like, what more can be done? And there's still a lot of things to explore and a lot of things to kind of delve into, whatever, you know what I mean? But yeah, the potential is there, and it's not realised as potential yet, that's for sure. But it's something for, you know, for these developers to look into and expand upon and see if it's something they can, you know, will it take off, will it explode in popularity, who knows? They might just need to get the right game.
Giant amounts of space to waggle around and play a video game. We just want to sit and play and enjoy, right? So the whole point is not to have this elaborate setup to do it. Dax Magain says, I'm getting a PS5 for the first time. I want to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and 16. Any other exclusives you can recommend? God of War. Although it's cross-platform, God of War Ragnarok, super good on the PS5. Obviously, the first exclusive that everyone played and talked about, Demon's Souls, runs better, looks amazing on PS5, actually. But it's a very outdated game as it is gameplay-wise, so expect older, frustrating gameplay. But it looks great. You know, outside of that, it's hard to find exclusives. It just is. Like, there just have not been many or any good exclusives this entire console generation when you really think about it. Like, what? PS5 exclusive? Spider-Man? I guess. Spider-Man 2. It's a good game. Is it groundbreakingly amazing where you must play it? No. But it's still a solid game, fun game, one of the best games of last year. Yeah, it is. Right? BB Phil says, aren't there be time to react to your Evo East match versus Justin Wong on your birthday? If people really wanted that, I figured people would like more of me reacting to my most popular videos of all time. We can analyze them and figure out why they were so popular, if they were funny at the time, you know, as opposed to watching fighting game coverage. I could see me doing like a fighting game event at some point in the future where I react to matches of me on the internet. I react to my own classic playthroughs of fighting games. I play fighting games online that day. Like, that'd be cool. Like maybe a fighting game marathon, right? I think that would be neat. Maybe like if they announced season 2 of Street Fighter 6 is coming out on a certain date, I set up a marathon for right before that. It's a fighting game marathon, fighting game frenzy or something we'll call it. And it'll just be me reminiscing and playing fighting games and doing that kind of stuff all day. I think that'd be neat. I don't think it would make sense on the birthday though. Excuse me. How do I deal with trolls trolling me on my main channel? Block them, just like everybody else. I don't know what else to say. Set it up. It's just simple. Set it up, just like I have. That all your comments on your channel are approve only. Meaning when someone leaves a comment, it goes into a queue. You review the queue a few times a day and you approve comments. And all the other troll comments, you just delete and block immediately. That's how I operate my channel and it works fine. For Elden Ring, am I planning to respec to a melee build for the DLC because Magic is an overpowered steamroll? I don't know. What I thought we would do is play the DLC and the first new weapon we get, go respec to use it, right? Because we have a ton of respec built up for that run. So why not do that? Why not play till we get a weapon? Like, oh, I want to try the new weapon, so let's respec and use whatever the new weapon is. Because I don't know. Didn't they say there's gonna be like 12 new weapons or something in the DLC? Try them out, right? That could work. No, I don't want to just run through the DLC nuking everything with one hit. I think that'd be pretty stupid. Inflamed Nut, what a great name, says your old DSP Tries It videos are a neat catalog for old food items that are no longer around. That was kind of the point. I was always trying to do the limited time special fast food items that were out, and it's kind of fun to watch the old DSP Tries It videos and reminisce about old food things that they used to offer, because there's some weird shit that I tried over the years, like what the hell that existed, some weird burgers or sides or whatever. Yeah, it's pretty neat in that regard. Anything else, guys? Anything you want to talk about before we begin? For the Alone in the Dark today? We're coming down to the wire here for the end of the show.
We are 2 away from a full house. Come on.
You guys are quieting down now. What's going on? Bill says, I feel you're unfairly critiqued when you're offering a nuanced perspective on societal issues but labeled a fence sitter. I don't know anyone who labels me anything. I don't pay attention to those idiots. I don't listen to anything they say. I just talk and say what I want to say on my streams, and I move on, and I don't hear nothing, so I don't care what they say. Fence sitting? Better to have a tempered perspective on something than to be an extremist who literally swings one or the other way just to get attention for yourself, screaming like a fucking petulant child trying to get attention on the internet, which is sadly what a lot of these political creators do. They literally have to just whine and complain about every single thing that the opposing party does to try to get clickbait views and attention. It's a joke. It's fucking stupid as shit.
Bruh.
Gameboy says it would be cool to see you react to the first few parts of East Metal Gear Solid playthrough. The audience can gauge to see which playthrough they want to see react to in full. Jack says, I tried to join your throwback channel. It wouldn't let me, but I can join the reaction channel. Is it a setting? No. I don't know what that means. You mean become a member? If you can become a member on one channel, you technically should be able to become a member on any channel. So I have no clue what you're talking about. And we got new members last night on the throwback channel. So it's not like the memberships don't work. They do. So I don't know what you mean. Seems as good as you're getting support. You're great to watch. Appreciate the way you handle detractors. So thank you. At this point, I just ignore them. I pay no attention to the nonsense unless they try to skew a poll and hilariously leave idiotic comments on it. So I know that they're doing it because they're so stupid. Then I'll take care of it. But you know, they're just idiots. You just ignore them. How old does the playthrough have to be on DSP Throwback? Currently, it makes more sense to do any playthrough that's with my old camera style. That would be, early 2013 or previous, because that would be considered my old style playthroughs. Eventually, we'll probably get to other ones that were direct capture but not interactive streaming. But I think right now we probably want to keep it to the more retro style first. Did I ever play the Curse of Monkey Island? I played the first one. And I think I want to say I even played the second one. At one point, they were released on Xbox 360. And remember, I've been a console gamer for most of my run on YouTube. And so when they came out, I think I played the first one, and I raged at it, man, because I wasn't cheating. I wasn't looking stuff up. And that game is so cryptic on how to, you know, find an item in the environment, how to use a specific item, where you use it. So this stuff doesn't even make sense. You know, it's like, use the bucket on a donut. Huh? Yeah, use the bucket on a donut. That's how you get the bucket of sprinkle juice. And you pour that on top of a parrot, and the parrot shits out a golden egg. And you throw the golden egg, and it distracts a robot that jumps off a cliff and electrocutes itself, and the electrocution fries up some fish and catch the fish, and that's what you need to feed the lion that's guarding the castle. And then you get into the castle. That's how you solve the puzzle. It's like, what the fuck? How was I supposed to know that? It's pretty insane, that game. But anyway. Okay. I enjoyed it when I played them, but I haven't played it in a zillion years, anything like that. Iron Man the Power says last night he got the Battlefront Classic Collection. Did you play it online, and how is it now? I'm just curious if it's better, because when I played it, it was awful, but I think they've improved it now, so I'm going to try it tomorrow. You like how I supported RTU Rich when he was down? I don't remember that. I didn't support anyone. I'm trying to tell you guys, like, I'm like a neutral party who just wants everyone to be happy and wants to be left alone, right? Ultimately, the way that I can be the best happiness guy and be successful is to just be here in my own lane, making content I enjoy, listening to your feedback on how to improve, and just being left the fuck alone by everybody, right? When did I ever go out of my way to prod someone or piss someone off, or these people who always talk about
LTG? You went your way fucking pissing off LTG and tried to fucking get him to fucking, you try to bait him into fucking playing you in Street Fighter.
Me are people I have nothing to do with at all, but they just think they get popularity and they benefit by always trying to fucking bring me down or make fun of me. So I don't care what happens to Rich. I wish him the best, because as I said, I feel like people who are happy, truly happy, don't need to punch at others, right? If you're truly happy, if everything's going good for you and you're having a good time with your life, a good time with your work, you're not jealous of anyone, you're not angry at anyone, you don't have to attack other people around you, you can just be happy, correct?
But you attacked the tractors earlier on for being like low life brain dead idiots or whatever push. You know, you punched down on the tractors, Phil. So to me, it strikes me as you're not happy.
And that's the thing, like, I really feel like these people out there who do this kind of content just aren't happy. Whatever reason, something's happened in their life, or they can't be successful doing the kind of stuff they want to do, so they have to go on that trend of drama or negativity towards others. It's the only way they can even get a view, because they're not hurting in any other way. In fact, they're just not hurting it at all, but because they ride that toxic wave, they get views, and it's sad. It's fucking sad. If people would just be nice to each other, I think the world would be a much better place, and no one wants to be like that on YouTube. Everyone's like, oh, every chance I possibly get, let me fucking jump down someone else's throat. Let me, you know, take advantage of the bad thing happening to this person for my own personal gain. Gossip, 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 right? And I'm not like that. I don't care. You guys told me about the situation with Rich and his editor, and I'm like, listen, I don't care. I wish Rich the best. I wish that there would be no drama at all. I feel like if everyone was just getting by nicely, no one would be, you know, mean to each other, right? And that's it. Some people are like, well, he's talked so much crap about you over the years, and he's benefited financially from you for so many years by making fun of you. Don't you wish that he had a downfall? No, I don't. I really don't. I don't care. I have nothing to do with these people at all, ever. Tell me about any interaction I ever had with Keemstar before he started creating drama for me. Zero.
Okay, how about when you fucking had your little incident on May the 1st, all those years ago, you reached out to him to see if you can get on Drama Alert. You wanted to talk more about it with Keemstar because he noticed that you went viral for that. And you tweeted out at him to try and be able to talk more about it. You wanted to be on Drama Alert, it seems like. And he ignored your ass. So, yeah. That's when you reached out to him to try and also capitalise on the drama of you going viral.
Zero. I don't even fucking care about the guy. Why do I give a shit about him? Right? It's when they start the shit with me, right? To try to get some kind of benefit for them, and then I get pulled into their vortex of shit, you know? So I want everyone to just be happy, but I never stuck up for Rich. I don't know what you're talking about there. I basically just said, hey, live and let live. I'm sad to hear that he's having a bad time and things are bad for him. I don't want people to have bad times and have things go badly for them. I don't. Right? There you go. Did I ever play Maneater? No, I didn't. I knew about it. It was even on either Game Pass or PS Plus at one point, but I never got around to playing it. So.
We're still 2 away, guys. I got a bad feeling about this.
And like I also said, I just want to say personal thanks to my viewers and fans for not pulling me in the drama. I'm well aware that there's idiots who try to cause drama all the time, and you guys don't bring it up anymore, and I'm happy for that. I'm happy that you guys literally don't bring drama to my attention, because I don't care about it. You know I have no response to it. I don't care what people say and do when it comes to me. I just let them do whatever they want, and let's just be here and have fun together every day, and just ignore. They are just completely meaningless to me, right? They don't mean anything. That, you know, thank you for not trying to bring down my content with trash drama. I just don't care, okay? El Grey Zoro says he's been playing the Tomb Raider remastered games and he loves the original Tomb Raider games. They did a good job with the remasters. Hopefully I'll play them. Yeah, when they came out, I wasn't super interested, only because I knew that the older Tomb Raider games are kind of rough around the edges when it comes to, especially the end game of like Tomb Raider 1 is so tedious, and I don't like it. I remember having it on PS1, hating it, trying to finish it. But I heard some people play the remasters and like them. More power to you. I just was not interested. Man-Eater is now back on Game Pass. They brought it back. There you go. Maybe I'll play it someday. I don't know. No Sleep Real Vibes. I don't know. He said, I'm excited for more Alone in the Dark. How many chapters are there? I don't know. I'm playing the game and enjoying it. I don't spoil. I don't pay attention to that.
Hello, everybody. It's Dark Side Phil. I need that money to pay my bills, the electric bill.
We need I Am Fish 2. I Am Fish was great. Remember it? Puzzle game. Wasn't that for the same makers as Surgeon Simulator? Was it? But I Am Fish was great. I loved that game. It was cute. It was challenging. It was fun. I agree with you. I hope they do make another one or a sequel that's the same style of game, but maybe something even wilder, right? That was a great game. Lords of the Fallen, I don't think I want to... The thing is, Lords of the Fallen has always been a FromSoft knockoff. The first one sucked, then they improved it later, apparently, but I never went back to it. When the new one was announced, I was like, I played Lies of P. I loved Lies of P, and I knew that Lords of the Fallen wasn't going to live up to that, so I never played it. And now Lords of the Fallen is like on big discount everywhere, and no one's really talking about it anymore. I'd much rather just play Elden Ring and the Elden Ring DLC and just pretend like it doesn't exist rather than waste my time with it, right? Cyber TV says, it's not even a thought for me to bring up any latest drama. It's irrelevant. It seems your name only gets brought up if they benefit from it. You're right. As you see, here's the thing. Some people thrive on drama. Like, the day when someone brings them up is a day that now I don't have to do any thought in my content. I can just rant and rave about a person who brought me up, right? And think about what the lowest common denominator of content is. It's that drama-style content, right? It's just no effort, lazy shit, doesn't benefit anyone, it's toxic as hell, it just hurts everyone around you. There's no point in making it. But they do it because it makes them money, right? So, some people thrive on it. Me, I want nothing to do with it. I'm completely against it. I don't like that style of content. I don't like to ever have to bring it up at all. I only bring it up when someone drags my name through the mud and there's something so big that people keep asking about that then I'm going to have to respond to, you know? And that's it. So, I really don't care. I don't care what anyone's saying or doing. The less I know about the bullshit, the better. And the funny part is then they don't get what they want because they try so hard. How many, weeks in a row is my name mentioned on a show? How many, times do people name drop and insult me? And I never bring it up. I don't care. I'm here to do my own content, to enjoy games, to chill with you guys, to have fun, to react to the past, to do good stuff, positive, fun, productive stuff.
Phil said positive finally.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
We are 1 away from a full house. We have 2 free spaces. We are 1 away from a full house. We are so goddamn close. Also, Phil, you bring up Turkey Tom more than he brings up you. And you make money from bringing up Turkey Tom. He's not said anything about you since November last year. And yet you're regularly talking about, a decade of failure and getting milked off Turkey Tom. You are constantly bringing up people and name dropping them when they're not saying anything about you.
Not here to create drama, insults, gossip, completely toxic trash content to make a buck. It's easy. That's easy mode. That's the easy way in life. And, all it does is it completely screws up YouTube, in my opinion. It just creates this endless circle of trash, As what's his name? That fucking guy, Turkey Tom, when he made the documentary about me, and he literally admits in videos on that channel, I do it to milk people. Right?
Tommy Turkey. God damn. As I said, Tom's not mentioned Phil since November of last year when he finished making videos on them and moved on. Phil has not moved on. Phil has refused to move on.
Right? And the more that they bring me up, then I can respond to what they've said about me and it gives me more content. So it's an endless cycle of me profiting from this drama. And it's like, well, then I'm not going to give you that. I'm not going to ever address it. I'm not going to do an interview with you. I'm not going to watch your fucking documentary. It's stupid as shit. I'm just not going to pay attention to you at all. So you get nothing. You get your initial views from morons and then that's it. And then it goes away. Right? There you go. And then the cycle ends and I get to just enjoy doing my content and being left alone. So there you go. Yeah, we haven't done a Game Pass game in a long time because we haven't had a chance. We just haven't had a chance to check out Game Pass because I've been so busy with so many releases. I would say later this month would definitely be an opportunity for that. Once we beat Alone in the Dark, which is probably next week, we will have opportunity to figure out what we want to do next. And we'll see. Yeah, Dark Pictures Anthology are making new games. They're working on them right now, right? They're working on the season 2. Because the first 4 games were so good that they greenlit the whole new, a whole new slew of them. Okay. I did play Stardew Valley once during an Indies marathon ages ago and we never went back to it. So. All right, I think it's time to end the show. All right, it is time to begin. Let's say goodbye for now. Thanks for a fun April 1st podcast.
Oh, God. We are 1 away from a full house when we might be short.
Wait, this entire podcast has been a joke. We're now going to begin the real podcast. Hello, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Level 1 podcast for Monday, April 1st, 2024. It's April Fool's Day. All right, everyone, thanks for watching the show today. I hope you enjoyed. And tomorrow, I'll get to talk a little bit, hopefully, about real news. Too hard to do that today, right? Annoyingly hard to talk about real news today. But maybe tomorrow we'll have some... Oh, by the way, I gotta get rid of the Happy Easter picture. Hold on a second here. I still have the Easter Bunny in here. Where is it? Street Fighter, Witcher 3, Oblivion, Spring. There it is. Let's get rid of that. Easter was yesterday. We can get that out of the rotation now. There we go. Anyway, thank you guys for watching the Level 1 podcast. Tomorrow, hopefully, we'll have some real news. I'll give you updates on the games I'm playing, and we'll have a chill, fun time as usual. Thanks for watching. See you on the other side of Fool's Day. Okay, so let's get set up, guys, and I do have to take a brief break, use the restroom, but it will not be a long one. It'll just be a very brief one. And then we'll get started with Alone in the Dark. We'll continue on from where we left off, where the game was quite interesting, right? We're having a good time with it. I believe we opened the medicine box and we got some kind of pills or something, but we couldn't figure out where we used them yet. And I think that's where we left off, is that we have a key to go to a new area called like the sitting room, and then we ran out of time, and so I couldn't continue to figure out what we were going to do next. We had to go to the sitting room area, if I remember correctly, right? So, but anyway, good stuff, good show so far, or good stream so far. Hope you're all enjoying. And when I come back in just a couple minutes here, we'll have more Alone in the Dark survival horror action. So, do you guys want me to play music for the few minutes? Do you just want to stare at the chair? What do you want to do? It doesn't matter. The stream auto runs ads. I don't have to do that anymore. So, what would you guys prefer?
Who fucking cares?
Music with the chair? You want the music? Silence with the chair? Music with the chair? Silence with the chair? Here, I can play the music. Here we go. Ready? Is that a mole man, oh my god, monster. Did you see that? Wow. Mole man. Oh god, it's radioactive. It's a mole man. Wampin stick.
Nope, 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 nope.
Oh shit, more mole rats. Hold on. Time for my wampin stick.
Well, he's buggered off. Let's wait for him to return. Okay, returns about here. Around about here. There we go. So it returns here. And yeah, forgive me, but you'll need to hear some of his music again. So I do apologise for this.
Who fucking cares?
Alrighty, everybody, let's do it. I'm here. Let's get started, shall we? And boy, am I happy I'm wearing this today. This office, no exaggeration, already is around 80 degrees. Because it's about 65 outside. The sun just came out. So the front of the room is beating with sun. And dude, I can feel the ambient temperature rising in this room right now. So I'm happy I'm wearing my nice tropical clothing today for Alone in the Dark. Very good. All right, chapter 2. By the way, if anyone remembers, because someone in the last month or 2 months had said, hey, guys, there's a game, Phil, right up your alley. Not a lot of people know about it. It's like a horror game or, suspenseful game, thriller. And you'll really like it. And at the time, I was like, oh, I can't play because I'm in the middle of all those RPGs, right? Well, guess what? Here we are. And I'm done with the RPGs. And we have ability probably the next week, once we beat this game, to play another game of that style. I'd be totally open to doing that. But I don't remember what it was. So if anyone remembers what it was, let me know. Someone had brought it up. And I was like, oh, let's talk about that when I'm done. Now we're in April. We can actually play that stuff. But I can't remember what the hell it was. Okay? Because I was actually really interested in it, too. Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me. No, Mr. Toadstool, I did not get the window film. I actually, even if I got the window film, I wouldn't be able to use it right now anyway because I need my window open for air circulation. The window film would work if the window was closed. But if I close it, then I'm sitting in a room with a bunch of electronics with no air. That wouldn't really work, right? Belch in your ear? I will later, Demolition Daddy. Don't worry. All right, you guys ready to get started? Here we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
For God's sake, we are one away. We actually end up being one away from a full house. We had a free space for the likes, we had a free space for the burps, but sadly, we needed one more free space because Phil did not say friend, allow me to explain, and he did not pause the stream with OBS either. I feel that's a risky one to have as a centre square. He does do it like sometimes, but doesn't do it all the time. I might add this to the normal list of things to happen. But yeah, jeez, I'm so annoyed at that. I'm going to take the centre square and the top and the friend square.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's
That
concerning.
wee otter's so cute. Look at that wee otter fucking doing some sort of DJing or something. Such a cute wee otter. Sometimes he calls his audience friends. It's weird that way, yeah. Like, hello, my friends and all that jazz. So yeah, if I had picked a better centre square, we would have won today. I feel bad for that. it worked just today. We had that as a center square yesterday and it worked. But today, sadly, not to be. And I do feel bad. So let me, of course, let me give you guys some autos. Let me try and make up to you guys by having some delightful, beautiful wee autos on screen to just help us chill and calm down and all that jazz. I never thought about tackles. Oh, center square should have been some stupid April Fool's joke. I never thought about that. I just kind of thought we'll stick to what worked just today. You know what I mean? That was my thinking. So yeah, it's my bad. I feel to blame. I do feel. I mean, when we're one away from a full house and the center square, which is what I control, didn't bring us a full house, I do feel responsible. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow we can go. Hopefully tomorrow we can get a full house. You know what I mean? And get the bingo prize fund started off in style. But yeah, as the old saying goes, as always tomorrow, guys. I still hope you enjoyed yourselves. Hope you had a good fun time, whatever. And in all that regard, I will be back tomorrow, as I said, for some more bingo antics, and hopefully, as I said, we can get, you know, the ball rolling and get some full houses underway. I am going to end things there, and I'm going to end things out, always end things by playing Notorious PIG contributions, maybe a supremely talented Pixar animations. But until then, guys, hope you enjoy the rest of your Monday, whatever you end up doing, and I'll see you all tomorrow for some more bingo. But until then, goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside, and all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Free. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.